Oh my god, puzzles.
See, Wesley loves it. Got to get the first word in. If Wesley gets the first word in every podcast, I get to do a 5-hour podcast, but it could be just by myself. You guys can log off.
Bye.
All right, bye. Hi, how are you? What you guys been up to?
Yeah.
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I talk about? I know. Howler texted me about what is Dune Messiah, and I'm like, oh buddy, get ready for some stupid bullshit.
The new movie's coming out, and like I'm actually excited about this movie. I talked to my brother a little bit about it because he was like, I think he likes the Dune like ideas of like what Dune is.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've read the books. He reads a lot, so I'm sure he has. But
Mhm.
his like fantasy is like, or his favorite high fantasy type of stuff is I don't know if Dune's considered high fantasy, but his fantasy thing,
Sci-fi fantasy,
Lord of the Rings,
sci-fi.
He likes Lord of the Rings, so yeah, I was like, yeah, man, like this looks really good. The third movie, and I explained to him how it took me a while to go through the first two movies because I thought they were stupid at first, and then after playing the game, I was like, oh yeah, right, they're kind of cool. I should go Dune out, and then I Duned myself. So yeah, I don't know. The third movie was cool. I had the question I actually specifically had for you was why is Chip Skylark alive again? And you were like, oh yeah, Duncan Idaho, he's back, but it's not really him. It's clone him or something.
Yeah, Hyatt.
Yeah.
He's a Gola. Yeah.
Well, so Hyatt is like technically
he is genetically
rebirth.
Yeah, he is genetically Duncan Idaho, but
So stupid.
But the thing is that think of it like oh god. Yeah, it is like a clone, but it's kind of not because it's like it's composed of dead cells. So the reason why they're called Golas, I think it's like Golas are weird in the Dune universe because they're considered to be kind of like taboo because it's like, oh, you're fucking around with dead bodies. But this, I forget the one alien race that like creates Golas, and they're known to create Golas specifically because the whole world of Dune is like manufacturing. That's why spice is important. So Golas in particular are considered gifts, but in some other parts of the world they're like, they're like, oh, this is a weird fucked up abomination that's been created.
Right.
The creepy part about Hyatt in particular is that he has Duncan's memories, but sparse. Like he remembers some things, but he can't necessarily like put two and two together. So the reason why Hyatt's created and the whole gist of Dune Messiah is that since Paul became the new emperor, the ex Bene Gesserit mother is pissed off at the fact that Paul's mom became the new mother, the new Reverend Mother, and doesn't like the fact that Paul can't be manipulated. So she teams up with the Empress, the Princess Irulan. If you remember from the movie Florence Pugh, because her dad was Christopher Walken in that movie. So yeah. So she teams up with her and some other alien races that don't like Paul and don't like the fact that Paul can't be manipulated for their benefit. So one of the guys in that team up is the alien. He is part of the alien race that makes Golas. So his plan is like, oh, let me make a Gola, give Paul this Gola, and kind of like trick him in a way. It's one of those weird things where like Paul can kind of already see the future, so he already knows the intent of what Hyatt is, but it plays with his emotions because of the fact that it looks like Duncan. So it's a very interesting like plot line of Paul trying to like distance himself from his past while at the same time like realizing that his change is not for the benefit of his people and for himself. But yeah, Golas are very weird. This is the thing that I mentioned, is that Dune Messiah in particular, like, is where they start like putting into like fifth gear of like, hey, now we're doing weird alien shit now. So I'm very curious because I saw Robert Pattinson in here, and I'm very curious as to who he plays. Because I think he might be one of the aliens. Skytail, I think is the name of the alien. I forget the name. But yeah, Doom Messiah is pretty interesting for the most part. I think it's a very good like finish to Paul's like story essentially. But I still haven't not like gone through Children of Dune, because that's a whole ass journey. So yeah, there you go. Look forward to Dune Messiah. Which I also think Denis Villeneuve also said that he's not planning on doing like the rest of the Dune books. I think that he's finishing here. So I'm very curious to see how he wraps this up.
Oh, that sucks.
Like I said, what I've heard is that the later books get really fucking sci-fi and really weird. That's why, you know, throughout the course of it, yeah.
These are already weird. Like, let's be real, you know?
True. To be fair, like I said, like this one is going to be even weirder because it's like, oh, now we're introducing like other alien races and cloning. And I think this is the first time they're going to introduce what a navigator looks like.
Okay.
Because navigator is essentially the ones that need spice in order to do planet charting for like space travel. And they're the only ones that can like see into the future to like create a course to avoid whenever they go into like hyperdrive essentially. But they're so mutated that essentially they have to be put in a case with spice and essentially like swim in the spice, and they've like kind of evolved to like mermen essentially.
Yeah.
The only people that can navigate.
Yeah, so it's weird. They're a very weird thing, but they've already established them in the first like book what navigators are. So yeah, because I don't know if it's in Children of Dune or in the other Dune books, but I know someone becomes a worm god specifically.
I'm beginning to feel like a worm god.
I think it might be Paul's son. I think it might be Leo the second or the third. Shit, I forget which Leo this is. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think they're gonna do Paul's kids. Yeah, so that's also a huge that's a huge crux to like the second book, is that Chani's pregnant. But how the second movie ended, Chani is not even near Paul, so I'm very curious as to see what the fuck goes on. Yeah, we'll see. Any more questions for Chunch Dunin?
I think you answered more than just that question.
Okay. Sorry, I tend to over-explain things.
You're fine. I honestly don't remember everything, but that's also because my ADHD doesn't let me focus on everything super great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I just think it's cool, Duncan Idaho thing. It's nice to see him back. It's gonna suck because I know it's not gonna be him. And from what I understand, he's gonna be a bad guy.
Yeah.
And you know, I guess I would say like spoilers before this if you get a chance. But what was I trying to say? The Robert Pattinson thing, man. You know, I was talking to a friend. I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were saying he was saying how he likes Robert Pattinson, and I was like, yeah, I never liked the dude really until I saw Lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, really? And I was like, well, I didn't know anything about him except for he did Twilight. And I was like, Twilight to me was like, you know, I was a kid at the time, so I was like, vampire movies are dumb. All the girls just want to go watch this dumb vampire movie because the dude's like sparkly, and then there's the hot werewolf guy. So like, to me, it was like, oh, it's okay. It's for women to like fawn over men, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't really give a fuck about that. fast forward whatever about a years, watch Robert Pattinson and Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe, and it completely changed my mind about the guy. I'm like, yeah, dude's fucking good at acting. Uh, like, what a solid movie to put these guys into, by the way.
Mhm.
And then I saw Batman, and I'm like, he really is just like super good when it comes to performing.
Mhm.
I don't know, like his performance as Batman, and I know like a lot of people are kind of tired of superheroes, but like I don't know, man, I think that shit was good, bro. Like just the way he carried himself as Batman himself.
Yeah, I like that Batman in particular because he does more detective work.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but that movie was just well done altogether. Like,
Yeah, it's a solid movie.
writing, everything.
Mhm.
So
I'm
the
very
cinematography.
I'm very keen on the second movie whenever that's coming out.
Yeah, that's coming next year.
Yeah. I really like Paul Dano in that movie because he's just over the top as the
which one's
Riddler.
Paul Dano?
The
Oh,
Riddler.
Riddler, okay.
Yeah. Does he know?
He's
Does he know?
pretty good for sure. Oh, does he know? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he. Chad, I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I really like him.
Yeah, no, I think with Robert Pattinson, it's an interesting story because of the fact that after Twilight, and he's also said that like Twilight was kind of like a weird point in his career because like it's the amount of movies that he did, and it's just like to the point where everybody knows him as the twinkly vampire guy, and I think that's what got a lot of hate towards him specifically, and didn't really allow him the chance to grow. And then afterwards, he started doing like more indie movies and other like not really well known like blockbusters essentially. Same thing with like Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart, like aside from like Twilight, she's good in like a bunch of indie movies. So like getting away from Twilight, I think mostly been their like goal specifically like to this point now, because like I said, like Robert Pattinson, he's very solid in Good Times. He's solid in The Lighthouse.
Fuck, man, Good Times was so good.
Yeah, I heard some great things about what happened on set, so I'm a little sad about that.
Him?
Not with him, but with what was happening with the directors, the Safdies.
Oh, they're just not nice people.
Kind of. So it's a very bad like situation. So they had a minor on set, who was I think one of the girls in that movie.
Yeah, was it the one that was like abused or whatever?
Yeah. So one of the guys that they got for the movie, was exposing himself in front of her to the point where she had to make a complaint, and the Safdies didn't do anything.
Oh, fucking god.
So
quite literally, what happened in the movie happened in real life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that didn't. I guess I can't remember the exact thing that happened in the movie, but like Robert Pattinson was really creepy with her.
Yeah, that scene was like really uncomfortable, but you can kind of get it from like,
it's meant to be.
Like yeah, obviously because the whole purpose of him is to basically manipulate her. That's the whole point. Right. Because she is a minor and he is an adult, so yeah, it is beyond creepy.
Like specifically because they're recording that scene, you think they would keep shit like tight on the fucking like around the people and everything?
Yeah, I mean you would think, but still, there's always like some kind of like bad story on like a movie set. But yeah, Good Times, The Lighthouse, like we said, Mickey 17, he's also very good in.
I've never watched Mickey 17.
I really like that movie, but I have like a I like Bong Joon-ho, so, and that's also the thing is that like with most Korean directors, like big ones now, most of their commentary is on capitalism. So Mickey 17 was a commentary on capitalists like monopolies and stuff like that. And what else did I see him? Oh, The King with Timothy Chalamet. That I forgot.
The T.
Yeah, with T-Dog Chalamet with modded 360 controller. That movie's also very good. I really liked it, which is really funny because Timothy Chalamet plays a English king and Robert Pattinson plays a French king. And it's like I said, it's funny because Timothy Chalamet's like, I think his parents are French, and obviously Robert Pattinson's from England. So, yeah, that's a good movie. I really recommend that one. It's on Netflix if you ever have the chance.
What was the name of that one?
The King.
The King. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It has like Timothy Chalamet's face all over it.
Yeah. So yeah. I talked to my brother about a few movies I was excited for. Just gonna pull them up real quick.
That you're excited for, or you watched?
That I'm excited for.
Okay. You're anticipating.
Well, because like me and him, what we got into a talk about was like, and actually the friend I was talking about earlier about Robert Pattinson was, we all talked kind of a bit about like with my friend, I talked about how like I like movies, but I haven't really like been into them recently, and he's like a big film buff, and then my brother was like excited about a specific movie, and he was like saying how he's not excited really for anything this year. But then I was like, I know my brother doesn't like superhero movies, but we're getting Spider-Man New Day.
That's right. New Day. I saw that trailer where I'm like, I don't even know what's happening in the Marvel shit anymore.
Yeah, and then we're getting Dune 3, and we're getting a Gollum movie, which that's coming next year, not this year. And my brother had said, because he really likes Lord of the Rings, but he was like, oh, I know like that story because they've already told it, but this is going to be like, I guess, live action. I don't know. And then like on top of that, we're getting Doomsday this year as well. So that's 2 superhero movies, and I'm excited for both of those things.
Did you ever keep up with anything of the Marvel stuff?
TV show wise, no, but like movie wise, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I watched all the Netflix TV shows when they were doing Netflix shows.
Yeah.
But once they cut those off, I was like, oh, it's not as fun for me. Like, because I thought those were more like free. I felt like they were freer to like kind of just work with that. Like, I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't think if we had Netflix, if Netflix didn't do The Punisher, I don't think we'd have the John Barenthal Punisher. And I really, 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 really love that guy. So we're also getting Spaceballs 2, which I'm excited about.
God, I forgot about
I'm
that.
actually excited about Madden, which we're getting this year. And that's Nicolas Cage playing John Madden, which is like, bro, I can't wait to see it. Hey, yeah, I'm John Madden, and fucking Nicolas Cage's voice is just gonna be Nicolas Cage's voice, bro.
Yeah.
What else? Apparently The Legend of Zelda is coming in 2027. That's going to be really fucking weird.
I think what they did show stills from that, I believe. Yeah. But it's specifically Breath of the Wild.
It looks Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's specifically Breath of the Wild, which is kind of goofy, but oh well.
Very excited for the Odyssey. Super fucking excited for the Odyssey.
I'm a little like cautious, but
I mean the names alone, bro, it's gonna be crazy.
I know, but I'm just waiting for John Barenthal to tell Odysseus, "Let me tell you something, Odysseus," and just and then doing that, Let me tell you something.
Right. All he has to do is do that, and I'll be like, yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, so we'll see.
No.
Because I know like a lot of like Greek mythology nerds are like kind of having a day with this movie because of the fact that like it's some of the armor is not like particularly accurate, but this is also the thing that it's an epic. It's a fictionalized thing that happened. So it's like, what can you do?
Look, I don't care what the nerds have to say. I'm here because Tom Holland, Zendaya, Matt Damon, Robert Pattinson, Elliot Page,
So
Anne
crazy.
Hathaway. I don't know who Ben Safdie is.
He's the Safdie.
Okay, Ben Safdie is, but sure.
He's the director
And
of Good
then
Times.
John Barenthal is going to be there. I don't know who Mia Goth is either.
Mia Goth is Pearl from Pearl.
I didn't really like that movie, so okay.
What are you talking about? You told me you loved X and Pearl.
No, I bought X and Pearl because one of my friends said it was going to be great, and I hate that I bought those for like $30 each.
You should watch Maxine then, because
Nope.
it's also not
So,
good.
Nope.
I liked X for the most part, but it's so weird because like I was watching that movie and when I finished it, I remember like reviews were like raving that movie, being like, "Oh man, this is like one of the best slashers in history," and I'm like, "It's okay, like it's not the best thing I've seen, but."
So to me, they were just trying to be one of those like old school like half porn, half killing movies, and that shit's just boring to me. So whatever.
Yeah, because like even then, I think Pearl's a lot more interesting because it's more of a character study. But I mean, but Pearl is still a bad person regardless.
Right. I don't know. I just can't get into that shit. So I watched them. I didn't enjoy them. I don't know how I actually watched the whole fucking movie, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, for Odysseus, for the Odyssey, itself, like I think Tom Holland is a really fucking good actor. I watched him in Cherry. I've obviously watched him in the Spider-Man movies. I can't think of all the fucking other I swear he's done more than one more movie.
I don't
then he
think...
did that TV show, didn't he?
Which one?
The one where he's like disassociating or something, or he's like crazy and like living in someone's house. He runs away from his family or something.
The Devil You Know? No,
maybe.
I forget because he's been in like a lot of like other like weird stuff. Not weird, but like other small things. But I don't think I've really seen him in anything else besides Spider-Man. Minus was it The Lost City of Z, which is like kind of like this like fictionalized like version of events of an explorer that went to the Amazon and then went back with his son, and apparently like the end result was that I think he and his son got eaten. So, but I think Tom Holland played the son. Funny enough, yeah.
Uncharted, which like, my biggest problem with Uncharted was
Marky Mark and the Funky
Mark was in there,
and his Funky Bunch.
Fucking part of that goddamn movie because he doesn't know how to act.
What are you telling me, dude?
Dude. Yeah, I wish Mark. Fuck, I almost said Mark Robin or whatever, Grubin or Mark whatever. Josh Groban. Mark whatever. What is his name now? Fuck.
I don't know, dude. What are you trying to say?
What is this guy's name? The guy you just made fun of.
God? Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. I hope that dude chokes on fucking pennies, dude.
I hope he chokes on a big bowl of Vietnamese pho. And yeah.
The Devil All the Time is what you were talking about, which is a movie.
It's a movie, right? He was also something in with Daisy Ridley, right?
I think I did watch that. I think the Daisy Ridley one was Cherry, bro.
Oh, it's Cherry. Okay.
I think Cherry, he goes to become like Cherry. Yeah, he becomes an army medic in Iraq. Okay. Good movie, by the way. Like
Cherry.
100% should watch it.
Okay.
The Devil All the Time. I'm almost positive I watched this. I just don't remember it. Yeah, because there's Robert Pattinson in it too. Which, like, they're just, the homies are reuniting in this fucking Odyssey movie, man.
Has Robert Pattinson ever been in a Marvel movie?
He's Batman. What else? There's more for sure, right? No? Okay. So my first introduction to Tom Holland was, and I think this is most people, is Captain America.
Yeah.
But regardless.
Civil War, yeah. We introduce him.
I mean, honestly, I think this will be like the big one that says like whether or not he's just Spider-Man or if he's really good at what he does. And I really do. I think he's good at what he does. I think Cherry proved that. I think the W whatever. All right, other movies were. No, it's crazy. I didn't even know it was coming out. Werewolf is coming out. Yeah, it's spelled WERWULF. Who is the guy that's like doing this? Somebody was very specific. Someone was talking about. Uh, where did directed by Robert Eggers.
Oh, Robert Eggers?
Eggers? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Nosferatu.
Eggers. Right, right. Co-wrote the script for Jean SJOON, but it's like Swedish hyphen or not
Yeah.
hyphen, but thing.
I don't think I heard about
Uh,
this.
So the film stars is going to be Anna Taylor Johnson,
Yeah.
Lily Rose Depp, which like but Willem Dafoe is going to be in it, and I don't know this guy Ralph Ineson, Inson,
Innocent.
is it Ineson?
Innocent, yeah.
Innocent.
Yeah.
So obviously Willem Dafoe. Immediately, I was like, I have to watch this movie now.
I'm very curious. I don't think they're gonna do like, oh, Willem Dafoe. Well, that doesn't make sense because the whole thing that happens in Nosferatu. I don't want to ruin it, but yeah.
Nosferatu is good.
I really enjoyed Nosferatu. I probably am gonna rewatch it at some point.
Hell yeah. Was there another movie?
It was my birthday movie. I went to go. I do enjoy it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, Disclosure Day. That's the big one. This is the one that I'm like,
Oh, the Steven Spielberg movie. Yeah.
the one where they're like talking, like this alien talk, and the guy's like, I can understand what they're
And
saying.
he's like, you have to listen to me. I know things. And it's like, alien. And it's like, what could be the twist? Alien. Yeah. That looks alright. Alien. Straight up alien, Jorkin. Hello? Guys?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wesley's here. I don't know what happened to Fowler.
He got raptured.
He was talking about aliens. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no. Don't come after me, FBI. Please, no.
Go after him and just him.
No, then I'll talk about Dune more. You know what? Yeah, come after me. We'll talk about Dune.
This guy.
So, I don't know if he's coming back.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. Do you want to talk about stuff?
Like.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay.
What have you been up to?
Yeah. Honestly, nothing really. Just literally working a shit ton. Fucking, I keep forgetting how much working at a school sucks when it's winter.
Yeah. I wouldn't know, but yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Lucky me. The luck of Chunch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, computer turned off. I'm not sure why.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think my power cable was loose.
Oh, okay. Did you have more stuff that you wanted to talk about?
I mean, the movie things I'm fine with them now.
Okay.
What's it called?
Is this?
What's it called? Yeah. I think Odyssey is gonna be really good. Disclosure Day. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I've talked to you about Arrival before, and if you remember, that's like probably my favorite movie of all time at this point. You know, aliens learning their language, or at least trying to figure out how they communicate. You know, that the most disappointing part of that movie is it ends with saying like weapon slash like I can't remember if it's like we need to build a weapon to like save ourselves from something, or like I think what it was like they were explaining like not to defend ourselves, but like some type of apocalyptic thing was going to happen, and like they were giving us the tools to like make it through that thing, whether or not it's like protecting us from it, or like let's say the sun exploded and they gave us like a shield to put around the earth or whatever, and then it blocks it, and then how to regrow the sun or something, whatever, right? Something like that. So that would have been like really cool if we got to see like a second movie and it did all that, but that probably would have ruined Arrival, honestly, because usually when you do a second movie, it's not as good. Like then you'd have to like figure out more reasons for it to have a problem or whatever. So the movie's really good. I'm really hoping that I already forgot this name. Something Day. Disclosure Day. I'm really hoping that Disclosure Day is gonna hit that like itch for that same thing. And it looks so far like from the trailers it'll do that. But obviously trailers aren't always the best thing. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And then what did I watch? You ever seen a movie City Lies or City of Lies?
No.
It has Johnny Depp. Can't remember the other guy's name.
City of
Forrest
Lies.
Whitaker?
Whitaker?
Or Whitaker? Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker.
2018?
What, the movie?
Yeah. Wait, this is about the
That's not that far back, bro.
This is the murder of Tupac and Biggie?
Yeah.
What? What? Okay.
It also has Dayton Cali, or however you say his name, Cali. He was from Sons of Anarchy. He was a cop. So it was nice to see him in as well. But
okay. I'm looking at the director. Yeah, this is the guy that did The Lincoln Lawyer.
But yeah, so like it's about the murder of Biggie and Tupac, but like mostly Biggie. But like the way they like do everything is pretty fun. And like it's more so just about like black and white crime, or not crime, but like what is the word? Like I guess like racial pressure or whatever.
Yeah, racial
it's
tensions.
Tensions, yeah, racial tensions in like the setting of like
Los Angeles.
cop versus cops, cops versus criminals, like all that stuff. And like I don't know, man. It's I just really had fun with like the way they kind of just did the story. Like you have like one undercover cop shoot another undercover cop, white and black. So the white guy shoots a black guy, and then you kind of have like a your own dilemma going on, where your own like moral dilemma, I guess, where like the white cop's like, but he like drew a gun on me, which I don't think he did, but maybe he did. And then you have like corruption, which is I guess cops are working for the fuck is the record label? Death Row Records.
Mhm.
And it seems to be like that's all tied into why Biggie got killed. Um, and then obviously Johnny Depp was like uncovering all of this. Um, and then Forrest Whitaker is a journalist who feels like he hasn't like lived up to his hype because he was like really good at journalism, or at least did one really good piece one time, and I guess he was praised for it. So he was like, God, I need to like do this better. So then he like tries to take on like a big piece of journalism again. But yeah, so I don't know, like overall just like fun. You know, it's not the best movie for sure. Like it's not gonna be like, oh, this is so fucking good.
Yeah, don't worry. Me and Wesley watched Gotti.
Gotti?
You never watched Gotti?
I'm pretty sure I watched Gotti.
Okay.
Huh?
Do you remember Gotti with John Travolta?
Nope.
Oh
Wow,
shit.
damn, bro. How do you not remember that? We watched it
That's
together.
crazy.
Every time John Gotti did something like mobster like, Pitbull started playing it in the background.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
Maybe I didn't watch Gotti.
Okay.
That's funny though.
Because I think also Gotti's son was in that movie, if I remember correctly. Like, as his son.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. It's not a particularly good movie, but I mean, there are way worse movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Uh, I watched movie 43.
Oh my god, I remember hearing about that.
It's just a comedy movie.
Yeah.
Or sorry, it's a satire movie on other movies that have been made.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's very specific movies. I think it's just like almost like teen movies or like some scary movies as well. I think that's it for movies. Yeah, I told you I watched The Accountant last time.
Yeah. You were like, this is the best movie. And I was like, okay.
No, I don't think so. But
You were like, the autism gives you sniper abilities.
well,
And
that's
I
how
was
it
like,
worked for him. That's how it worked for him. I did think that he was bad at playing an autistic person. So you know, that's what it is. Uh, what was some other stuff? Oh, strap in, boys. My turn. You got timer ready, Wesley?
Sure, I guess.
Okay, I was making haha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha, 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 ha. Uh, so you want to know about video games, Chunch? Yeah.
I mean, video games are okay, I guess.
Is my
Right?
mouse not working?
Oh.
There we go. I got it. Video games are okay.
Yeah, video games are okay. I don't know why
Okay.
anybody would waste their time on them.
Well, I know that you would think that if it was a multiplayer game, you know.
Oh, most definitely.
Wait a second. Actually, now that I'm saying that, I did watch Chonch stream last night a multiplayer game.
Wow.
Disco Elysium?
No, he was playing Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Which is technically a multiplayer
I've
game.
told you guys this. And you guys are like, no, Chonch, don't be stupid. And I'm like, I mean, I'm playing with people like casually and ranked, and it's like, no,
Yeah, but
Chonch.
It's like a cop-out multiplayer game.
You're not
It's
here.
not a multiplayer game with friends.
You're not here doing the fucking extraction, plagiarizing game. You're not here playing the raiding game.
If you play League of Legends with me, I'll play Street Fighter with you.
Dude, I told you we should play fucking 2XKO together, and you're like, nah.
Right, so you should play League of Legends, and I'll play 2XKO with you.
No.
Okay.
I refuse.
So anyways,
I refuse. If the day that you play Street Fighter with me, I know that fucking hell has frozen over. I know that it's the apocalypse coming.
Okay. The day, well, actually, I would play Street Fighter with you before you played League of Legends with me, for sure. Because I've actually played Street Fighter.
Play it now. Do it.
Play it now.
Play it now.
I'm playing it right now.
You can't see me. I'm actually doing sick ass combos.
Bro, I just beat Cyberfox,
Oh.
the furry man.
Oh, you did it. You beat Cyberfox. Yep. His brother.
How dare you? It's his sister.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
You're not woke enough.
Sorry.
Get out of my.
Even
get
then,
out of there.
Even then, I misgendered Sonic Fox. They're a sibling.
Fucking idiot.
I'm sorry. Don't come after me in Mortal Kombat. Sonic Fox, don't. I don't play Dead games.
I don't know how to say this game's name, but it's Hypogea. Hypogea. And you are a robot trying to, what I assume is fix what humans have left of robots, which is, as you progress, and the reason I love this game so much is it reminds me a lot of Journey.
Oh, I kind of like the art style.
Yeah, the art's really good, right?
It's very
this
minimal.
Game's pretty cheap. It's like $6 right now, man.
Yeah.
I would recommend picking it up if you look at it and you think it's pretty cool. I think I can check out shit really quick right now. Okay, so I spent almost 2 hours in the game. And I'm almost done. I think there's like 6 chapters. You're a robot. You get a stick that you can push yourself onto to help you get onto ledges, and the whole game is just, I think that's called platforming, right? Where you're just jumping to places and picking things up. That's it, right? Okay. So it's literally just a platformer, and you just run around like, and I guess it's a little puzzle solving, because you got to figure out how to get to those places. And there's hidden like little things like artifacts or whatever. But there's also these robots that you can go to, and you can see like their last memory, I believe. And from memory to memory, basically what you're seeing is robots being forced into labor and war. And as you go, you'll find like robot graveyards, basically. Again, very like Journey, where you find like all those graveyards of like the things that had died trying to get to the mountain peak or top or whatever. Yeah, this is, I really, 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 really have enjoyed this so far. I think I have a chapter or 2 left to finish up. But it's just, it's honestly like relatively smooth gameplay, very direct on what you got to do. There's maybe 1 or 2 spaces where I was like, I'm not sure, and then I figured it out pretty quickly. Yeah, just a fun, overall fun game to play for sure. I would highly recommend like playing that. I picked up Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 1.5, 2.5, 2.8. I don't know what else there is on this. I don't know what they are. And then I got Kingdom Hearts 3 because all of it together was like 50 maybe altogether. I think it was less than that.
You pretty much got all the Kingdom Hearts at this point.
Yeah.
Minus like the stupid shit from the mobile game, but you can probably get like,
sick.
Yeah.
I'm sure Wesley can explain the mobile game to me, right, Wesley?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
But Wesley,
I'm sure YouTube will explain the mobile game.
You played the mobile game in Japanese. I remember.
What's gonna be great is when I go through all these games and go, "Hey Wesley, so I still don't know what the fuck's going on."
Bro, how do you think I felt when I played 3 and then I asked Wesley, what the fuck is up with this stuffed cat thing? And he's like, yeah, that's God. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Chirithi?
Okay. Yeah, God.
Chirithi.
Chirithi,
Yeah. I was like, God?
I bought Dead Space the remake, which I was playing on Xbox Game Pass. But Xbox Game Pass raised the prices, so now I don't want to do it anymore.
Oh, how much is it now?
Like $18 a month.
Damn.
I mean, like they're gonna do it again too, and I just don't really want to get caught with like
Paying like
I
almost
don't know.
$30.
Like
Yeah.
this is so $10 is fine to pay a month for me to not worry about $10 a month, basically.
Mhm.
But the 18, 20, $30, like 20
It's
to $30
it
is where
starts
it
to add up.
becomes,
Yeah.
oh, I might as well just buy the game,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, Dead Space was like $5 or something, $10 maybe at the most. So I was like, I'm just buying it because it's a game I know I love and I'm gonna play it more than once. Um, and then a friend of mine bought me the Outlast Trials.
Oh,
We
nice. I
talked about
have
this
that.
before, no?
We talked about it a little bit, but we didn't get too far into it.
Um, so Outlast Trials, I got to play with the friend that bought it for me and another friend. I think he ended up buying it for him too, actually. Um, and because he was just like, "Oh, this is like a great game," and I had my reservations about it because I was like, uh, is it a good game? It looks very like what the fuck is that game? Dead by Daylight-y. And it is kind of Dead by Daylight-y. Only like the main monster isn't enemy human being, it's just AI. Uh and I don't know, like I've had fun with it for sure. I could see myself playing it more, if not just to like max everything out, but like to have fun with some friends and stuff. Uh I'm trying to think of like the mechanics. Yeah, the most memorable one we did so far, the most memorable trial was you have to go around a map and you have to use these um what are they called? Like it's almost like a walkie-talkie that you hold and point at something, not a walkie-talkie.
Mm,
You know those
yeah.
antennas that would come off of like cordless phones that are very long?
You'd have to try to locate the inmate. Yeah.
Right. All I'm trying to explain to Jones so like he knows like what the item you're
Yeah,
holding.
yeah, I kind of
And
understand what
you
you're
would
talking
like
about.
have to point it at the inmate and then you would like trigger it and it would basically microwave their brain and their brain would explode or their head or whatever the piece on them would explode. Uh and you have to do it a couple times. So the whole point was like uh rendering these guys uh unable to move, right? Um and then once you did that for one of them, then another one would spawn, which I think we figured out that they're all actually on the map at one time. You just didn't know it, or like we didn't know it at least. So then you do it to this one, do it to that one. I think once you get all three of them, if not three, it's four. You can then move on to the next area, which I think is just the end at that point. But you have to go to like these certain rooms and the rooms you have to also open those up so the next like area can open up so that then you can go to look for the next guy.
Mhm.
So it's I mean it's little puzzle here, little puzzle there. Some of it's just strategy as well because like you're supposed to hide from these like big evil guys as well that are walking around and trying to like hurt you or catch you and stuff obviously because it's
Yeah.
like cycle one thing. Yeah, I don't know, just like it's a neat little game. Definitely think it's better than Dead by Daylight. So
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen
I
is
think
that it does look pretty interesting because of what it's trying to do with like the cooperation with like your other team members.
yeah.
But oh no, like Outlast is a weird series for me because like I do like that first game. Um, that DLC is pretty all right, and then the sequel is something that I would have to revisit to kind of get more of a concrete thought about it because I know I didn't really dig it as much. Um, and then
That's fair.
it was interesting hearing about like them doing what is it called like a multiplayer version of Outlast, which I thought like oh I guess but I mean if you're having fun with it that does seem pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, I think it's a neat game for what it is. It's again though one of those things like if it's a $30 game, I don't know what the full price is. It's worth $10.
Okay, all right.
So um And then, I saved the best for last, baby.
Tell us.
I've been playing Marathon.
All right, tell us about this game from what is it? What is this small studio? It's a small studio, right?
This tiny company worth
Bungie.
about $3 billion.
Bungie.
I think they're called. I think the B silent. I think it's Unji.
Unji. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, Bungie made what I've been calling, and I'm pretty sure most of the internet has been calling, Destiny 3 PvP only. And yeah, man,
Mm-hmm.
it's huh. It's good for what it is. It's an extraction PvP shooter. An extraction shooter extraction. It's a PvP extraction shooter. Is that what it is? It's an extraction shooter, period. Which is, I guess, already PvP. So whatever. You have, is it 6 classes? Let's see. So you have 6 classes. You have the assassin. You have the destroyer. And the destroyer. Do you know Destiny at all, Chunch, or no?
Not really. No.
So I'm just gonna say like a little bit about it. The destroyer has a shield that he can put up. So like literally it takes his arm and he makes like a visible shield in front of him that's like see-through.
Mhm.
So anybody shooting through it towards him cannot shoot through him through that shield. So it's now blocking bullets. But likewise, your teammates cannot shoot through it either. So now you're kind of a burden at the same time. You use it mostly for like pushing onto other people. You put it up, like let's say you down somebody. Okay, push now. Put the shield up, but all the team members run together forward, get your shotguns out, and kill the other 2 people, basically. I didn't say which your teammate, like your group is a 3 stack. So it's usually like 4 or 5 teams on a map of 3 people each on that team.
Okay.
So that's the destroyer. Destroyer has a shield. And the reason I'm talking about Destiny with that is because it's kind of just like the Titan from Destiny 1 and 2. Where he gets a bubble shield to put around him, which isn't the same thing. But in the second game, he does get a Captain America shield he can put in front of him to block stuff and do other things with.
Mhm.
And then the assassin is much like the hunter from Destiny because he has the invisibility that the hunter has. Which again, it's not a 1-for-1 because he doesn't have double jump. But Thief or Vandal? I think it's Vandal. Vandal is a character that has double jump, which is again another thing from like Destiny. But I mean, like double jumps and everything, so you can't. It's kind of unfair. The invisibility is more to me, a lot more
Yeah. So
like Destiny.
what I understand is that there's a specific character that has an invisibility
Yep.
thing. Yeah. Okay. And they're
Yeah.
like the one that's most people are playing with.
Yeah. I mean, in single player, a lot of people are using it because it's easiest to get around with.
Gotcha.
And when I say single player, I mean like one versus
Solo.
everybody.
Okay. Got it.
Solo. Sorry, that's the word.
Oh, solo. Okay. Gotcha.
So assassin is the invisibility, destroyer is like the tank, but not really because he can't take more damage than anyone else can. He just has that shield. Recon is the intel specialist, which he has the ability to scout, which is just putting a ping out, and then it tells you like whether there's enemies in front of you or behind you or left of you or right of you, wherever, right? Around you. And then the thief, which is like, man, this class is fucking stupid. The thief is meant to know where good loot is. So the thief can tell what is inside of a case before it gets to the case. So like they can see like, oh, there's a purple item in there. Gonna go get that purple item, you know?
Mhm.
Really to me it's fucking dumb. And then the thief also has a drone that they can deploy, and that drone can, like, if it's hovering over you, it can send a little rope out with a claw, and it steals things out of your pockets or your backpack. And I think it just drops it on the fucking ground. Actually, I don't know if you can if you can actually catch it and like put it on your little drone. But something that had happened to me when I was playing the game was a thief was using that drone to pull stuff out of my pockets, and what it did was it pulled all the healing items out of my pockets. So like I was running away to heal, and I went, "Wait, where'd all my heals go?" And like I turn, get shot, and I go, "Oh, they're all on the floor." So I'm just like dying on the floor, like wishing I didn't have all my heals taken out of my pocket. So like that's a way that like it can be played really well. And then there's another character called Triage, which he's the medic, so he's a healer. And you get like little robots to throw, and they will heal uh your teammates and stuff. You can deploy one per character, so like I could put one on the two people with me and myself as well. And then Vandal's a double jump one, which is like I think Vandal's just movement based because you can speed up your movement, do like dashes and double jumps, which I think in almost every game, at least shooter wise, and this is pretty true for League of Legends as well. Movement is really overpowered. If you can out like maneuver somebody, uh, unless they're able to do damage as you're moving, you kind of just win. So those are the
Yeah.
characters, and then the last character, which is like I don't even know what this thing is. It doesn't have any real special. Well, it does have like a little ability. It's called the Rook, and everything but the Rook you can take in and play a solo run where you're playing against other solo runners. But the Rook is specifically designed for a solo runner that wants to fuck with people in a three stack. So Rooks will spawn at the 15-minute mark. The game starts at like I think 25 or 30 minutes, and then at 15 minutes, rooks will start spawning in. And if you pick a rook run, you'll spawn in at 15 minutes when people are already halfway through looting in the game, obviously. And the whole point of you is to either sneak around and pick up all the scraps that people left behind, or get in the mix, try to kill a whole three team, take all their shit, and get out of there.
Mhm.
It's a I really think this is a cool take on the extraction shooter, um where it allows you to come in, because like our creators would put you in late sometimes, but this gives you like a forced reason to want to do it late, you know,
Mhm.
because nobody wants to come in late. You'd rather probably just spawn in at the right time, at the same time as everybody else. But Rook gives you a reason to actually be like, yeah, this might be a good idea. And then the Rook special ability is he's like a full robot, so he can also mimic robots. So like there's robots on the map, um, which are the extra AI things you have to fight. And if he uses his little ability, it's not his super, but his like little special ability that has like a 30-second cooldown time. He can blend in with robots so they won't attack him. Uh, and then his super ability is he heals a little bit of portion of health over time, which is just helpful because, like, I mean, they can't really give him anything else. You
Mhm.
don't want to make him too overpowered, especially if he's going to be fighting teams by himself. So those are the characters. I think they're like okay, they're pretty unique as far as like as much as you can get unique to what you would need anyways, because all the classes are basically a breakdown of an MMO type of thing anyways, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
It's such a weird like series to go back to, Marathon particularly, because
yeah.
like it's such an old game, like the first Marathon, but it was like
Yeah.
Bungie's first.
Mhm.
Um but I would recommend like listening to or checking out Mandalore Gaming, because he does like reviews, and some of his videos covered like the 3 marathon games. I think the third one might be like a fan game or something like that. And he did like a interview like recently. Well, not interview, but like he did like a podcast with somebody talking about like the new marathon, about how like weird it like the whole universe of marathon is. But I mean, it does seem interesting. Like that was the whole thing that like I thought was interesting up until like the whole behind the scenes happened with like the art style. I was like, oh, the art style looks cool for this game. I'm like, I kind of like this like what is it, like industrial, like cyberpunk looking like aesthetic.
Right.
Like these are like mass manufactured like robots, or technically they're like Ghost in the Shell, right? Like it's a consciousness that's within the like the mechanical suit. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, like that's cool. And then when I heard it was an extraction shooter, I was like, I mean, I don't really play extraction shooters, and I'm like, I'm not really the audience for this. But
not totally.
I mean, so I think the bigger question is like, so are you going to continue playing the game, or you're just like done for the time?
It's tough because like more so what I'm having trouble with is the people I'm playing with than the game itself. Like solo, it's really hard to want to play because a lot of what's happening, like you had mentioned about the assassins being the one that people play the most right now. In solo play, that's true because everyone wants to be an assassin, hide and stab you. I think that might be one of the bigger problems they have too in this game is knife damage is overpowered currently, and I could, if we're standing 40 feet apart, which is a pretty decent amount of feet, and I'm shooting at you while you're running at me with a knife, and you make it to me with that knife, and you stab me and I go down, why? I just put probably 2 clips of fucking ammo into you and you didn't go down? Absolutely not. That's so stupid. And that is currently like what's happening right now.
So do you feel like there's balancing issues?
Balancing issues for sure. What else? There's lighting issues, bro. Fuck me, I forgot about this. So it's not terrible in like dark settings. Not like super dark settings, but like medium dark settings. With like a little bit of light. It's not very bad to like have to see something, but there's a room in this place called Pinwheel on one of the maps. And when you get in there, it's like there's the room in the middle, or in the middle of the room up there. It's all white, everything. And then there's a big fucking light that just beams onto the white surrounding, and if you look at it from any other room other than being in the middle, you can't see into that room and tell there's people in there because it's so fucking bright. I know it sounds really fucking like I could like maybe take a video and send it to you and show you what I'm talking about.
I'm very curious as to like what you mean, because I know the game has like some like specifically like software issues with computers in particular, but I'm curious as to like what you mean, whether or not that's like in engine specifically, or
well, my boy that plays on PlayStation has the same issue as my PC, so
okay, so it's
I don't think it's I don't think it's a specific PC
hardware
issue. But I will say one thing I noticed that I was able to do to tone it down was I fucked with my contrast on my actual monitor, and it did seem to help just a fucking little bit.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But yeah, other things are like just like some like teammate stuff, like it's hard to like do good fights. Like you have to really just be coordinated. And when the other team's coordinated better, then you just lose. Also, when people have purple shields and you have white shields, you also just lose. There's been a handful of times where we've come out on top with just having like some free stuff. That's the other thing is like this entire game's based around money.
Like the
you're
in-game currency?
Yeah, in-game currency, not like paid for stuff.
Oh, okay. That was
your whole thing is like how much money can you extract with, and then you basically just use that money to go buy new gear, to go fight and go get more money, and then buy new gear, and then fight and go get more money and buy new gear. It's the whole point of it. Which, to be fair, it's the point of every extraction shooter is to get the better thing, to do the better thing. So yeah, whatever. Trying to think. They introduced this weekend duos, so you can do duos now. But it's only on one map. There's just duos. They introduced ranked. So I'm pretty excited for ranked. Because it's just something to like try. And it's ranked, you have to fight. That's the only way you get more points is killing other people. So
yeah.
That'll be fun to actually do that, because then it's not about looting. It's just about like where the motherfuckers at. Let's get them. And then they introduced the new map, which has a raid boss on it. So my problem with that is, they're trying to do Destiny shit again in a fucking PvP game. Because like you have to do the puzzle. I don't even know actually how to do this, but I'm pretty sure there's a puzzle to do. Then you have to get into the boss room. You're still here, right, Wesley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is something that I want you to hear. You have to do a puzzle to get into the boss room, right, dude? Then once you're in the boss room, by the way, make sure everyone's dead already on the map, because if they're not, you're gonna get fucked out of loot, bro. Like it's like fighting fucking like Callus. It's like fighting whatever the dude in Vogue was. It's like any of these raid bosses, bro. You're fighting a raid boss, and you have to worry about people coming behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Being in Destiny, fighting one of these bosses, and then worrying about another player team coming in and stealing your loot, bro. Killing you, by the way. You gotta watch them take your shit, bro. That's just insanely infuriating. But so you would think, right? Like, cool, raid boss. Okay, we just shoot him a couple times and he's dead, right? Nope. You have to do phase mechanics, bro. There's damage phase mechanics.
Bro,
okay, one person stand in this circle, do damage. Okay, one person stand in this circle. I don't know exactly how it works, but there's a certain way to get to a damage phase. And the guy we're playing with currently that doesn't know anything about Destiny is like, yo, there's damage phase mechanics. And he sounded excited. And we all went, what? In a PvP game, there's damage phase mechanics? Why? Why would you do this? That's so fucking so dumb, bro. Again, like, just make Destiny 3. Why did you not just make Destiny 3, bro? It's literally like, this is literally Destiny 3 with a coat of paint of fucking Marathon, which isn't even Marathon, by the way, because I don't know if this is what Marathon looked like when Marathon was Marathon. But and then they just made it they literally made Trials into a fucking game. Into its own fucking game, bro. Yeah, it's pretty fucking like gross. But again, like, I'm having fun with the homies. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't think this game's gonna like take off. I don't think it's gonna be the winner of many awards or anything, but
it's not going to be the Mon Ami Clear Obscure 33 moment.
No. Claire Obscure's leagues beyond this game, but
it's an AI game.
But for what this game is, for sure, I'm having fun. Honestly, it's better than Escape from Tarkov. I can't play that game because I'd be fucking absolutely livid.
Yeah, extraction shooters, like, I think that's the reason why I can't get into it. I already get frustrated with fighting games. Like, yeah. I don't think I want to get extra frustrated with other shit.
No, yeah, that's fair. I I did get called the N-word through typing on this game already.
Damn, son.
Which was cool, man.
Yeah,
You know,
you're living it
I
up.
mean, I don't really care, but I was just like, really? Like, what? By my own teammates, bro.
In the Big 26.
It's crazy. Like on a
Yeah.
video game, you're typing the N-word to me, bro. Why? Anyways. Yeah, man, it's a cool game. It'll be cool for as long as it's cool, and then it won't be. Hmm. I
Same.
think as long as they, put new characters out in maps, it'll be fine. But I don't even know if they'll keep doing new characters. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I know we talked about this earlier, but it's like they did work out their whole like legal issues, so
Mhm.
they're kind of in the clear at this point.
Yeah. I still don't think like AI usage on games is great. Which I'm sure they use a bunch of AI on this game, bro.
Yeah, I forget what it was, like the actual like the specifications as to like what exactly happened. I know like a lot of the art was like ripped off from the original artist. I think their name is Anti-Real. And
I forgot we did talk about
yeah, so like I know they kind of hit a weird point, but I don't know, man. Like we're getting into a weird position with like the AI stuff, because I know like I was just talking about with Crimson Desert that like that game, like for some of like its story assets or like some of its in-world assets, it uses AI. And I guess just a little topic on the news, it's like NVIDIA is trying to push out DLSS 5, and that shit looks like, what if we yassified every single character? It doesn't look good. I personally don't think it looks good. It looks like you just put up a straight up like yassified filter on a character's face. You know, there are those weirdos out there that are like, oh, it looks great, or just don't turn it on. And it's like, yeah, but you see, the problem is that they're pushing this AI shit further and further. And why do you think we have this fucking shortage of GPUs and RAM right now? Is because they keep trying to push this shit on us.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I think there's a happy place where a happy medium where AI is fine to use as a tool
Yeah.
to
AI
help with creativity.
AI is fine, but generative AI is the blight. Because generative
Right.
AI can't come up with things by itself. It needs to take other material. That is the whole argument that I have been trying to say, is that AI can be used fine if you teach it, you know, for the most part. Because look at that stuff that's like AI can do like medically. It's like, okay, that's interesting, where like a machine can, you put AI in it and like it can learn how to like do surgery, like precision surgery. And it's like, okay,
just start stabbing you, bro.
yeah. But then with generative AI doesn't do shit. It just like this is why we have these fucking memes of like of AI looking shit, and it's like that's all its purpose is, just to create these things or create really shitty like logos or really shitty like art banners. And like it's crazy because like I was passing through my town, and like I was seeing small businesses, and it's like, oh, you use AI to create a banner for your business? And it's like this is the shit that we've got into, is that like creativity in general is like it's kind of hitting a low point. So I don't know, man. Like I said, the whole Gen AI shit is with like Crimson Desert is really goofy because of the fact that they came out like days later saying that, yeah, we use Gen AI for our game, and then like other games have to basically say that, yeah, either we're using Gen AI or we're not using Gen AI. And with the Clair Obscur shit, that was like, it was goofy because they did it for like only like the paper assets, and then that felt like that was a disqualifying factor for the weirdos who are like, well, this game just uses AI all the time. And I'm like, no, like the game is still really good. The story is still really good. You can still figure it out. It's not like the jumbled mess that AI tries to do, where it tries to create a story and like it can't, or it does cliches and stuff like that. Like it's still a very good story. But like I said, it's coming from the weirdos that hate like Clair Obscur, but also are in favor of AI, but just doesn't like Clair Obscur using AI that one time before they patched it. And it's bad, dude. Like we're just in a weird point where it's just like every game that I see on Steam now that gets talked about, I see art for it and I'm like, that looks kind of AI-ish, and it's getting harder and harder every single day. Because what is that game called? The Precinct. It's like this cop game, and I'm like, that banner that's like on the Steam storefront looks like AI because it's like high contrast like colors and like the most generic looking cop man, and I'm like, this looks like AI.
Cop
Like
man.
it looks like genuine like generative AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I don't know. I mean, good for Crimson Desert, I guess, but like that game, I wasn't really anticipating that game. So I mean, for those who were, yeah, I mean,
Bro, I was excited from the trailer. Um, but once I heard people talk about like the grind, that kind of put me off.
mhm.
Not that I'm not willing to grind, it's just I I kind of just want to go through the stuff on my Steam account right now anyways.
Yeah,
While I say that and play 130 hours of marathon already.
yeah,
Um
yeah.
so
I saw you at
yeah,
like 7 in the morning when I'm on my way to
bro.
work.
No. Like actually we're all sitting there at like 4 in the morning and like at some point we're all like, oh no, we need to sleep, like we should go to sleep, and like we
Mm.
we do, but like it's just yeah, it's
If
crazy.
if
It's a
only,
good it's
uh,
good.
no, I was gonna say if it wasn't for that damn sleep, we would have been the best at marathon.
No, we're that's that's not even why we're bad. uh yeah, it's gonna take some learning for us to actually do good, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think it's an okay game. $40 ain't bad. Oh, one of the biggest things that fucking sucks about this, I know I keep saying biggest things, but something that does really suck about this game is they put out skins to buy for the characters,
Mm,
and it's just like recolors. They're really bad, and they want $15 for them.
mm.
And I was like I'd buy it, but it would have to change the character's fucking look
Yeah.
because that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I feel the same way with like I think specifically Street Fighter 6 is like
Mhm.
there's not enough costumes, and the ones that come out are like for characters that I don't play with, and it's
Yeah.
like and it's like it looks good, but it's like I just don't play that character.
Yeah.
Because there's like the Cammy one that came out for like the summer set, and like
Mhm.
Chun-Li and Manon, and I'm like, yeah, these look great. I'm like, I played Cammy for a good bit, but I'm just like, but am I gonna play Cammy all the time? And in this costume, am I gonna look like a gooner? And it's a costume that's based off a piece of art from like official Street Fighter
Mhm.
art book. But I'm like, I just look like a gooner if I play with this tanned Cammy. Um yeah, it's weird with costumes and cosmetics and shit like that, because I think I've said this before, but went really crazy with some of the cosmetics with Mortal Kombat 1, because I was trying to really get into Mortal Kombat 1, and then like the game kind of died. And it's like that's really unfortunate, but here we are now. And some of the costumes look good. Like they look really good, you know? But
Yeah.
yeah, here we are.
um yeah, I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about was the League of Legends cards I got back.
Mhm.
Which like I didn't actually get back, but I sent in a Lee Sin card. These are alternative art for Riftbound cards that came out.
Mhm.
And these are the first set that also came out so far. So I got Misfortune alternate art. I got Kaisa alternate art, and I got Lee Sin alternate art. And the two Misfortune and Kaisa came back perfect tens, which is fucking dope. This is my first cards I've ever put in for PSA grading. So coming back 10 feels super good. And then PSA offered to pay $330 for the Kaisa, to just buy it off of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Misfortune, they offered almost $200 to buy that one off of me. And the cards raw are kind of around the same price as what they've already offered. So I think I could get around like 500 per card as a PSA 10. And like the reason that's kind of good is like based on the boxes I've opened and then the cards I've already sold, I've made my money back on the boxes. So this would be just profit. Um, and then what was the other thing? Me and my brother ended up just looking it up real quick to see what people are putting PSA 10 Kaisas and stuff up for, and it's about $1,600. So
Damn.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if League cards are going to go anywhere. This is the second set's out right now. I bought some of those. Um, the third set's coming out in April or something. Um, so like it's going to take a while to see where these cards go. But if they end up being really big, these cards as PSA 10s are going to be a good thing to just hold on to. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is holding on to them. If they never become worth anything, that's also fine because like I just like how the cards look. I think they're very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled some more out of the new boxes as well that are as well alternate arts. So I might send those in too to see if I can get tens on them as well. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just excited about that. I'm happy I got them. I'm happy I got them graded, and I'm happy it came back good grades.
Yeah. All right. Well, glad you're having a good time with collecting cards.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun. That's it. That's all.
So you got
Yeah.
Yangsung. I know when your computer turned off, Wesley was talking for a little bit. So Wesley, what have you been up to?
I don't remember what I was talking about.
You were talking about Crimson Desert. You said you were loving that game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You're like,
Oh, game's pretty fun.
yeah. The AI game.
They make major fucking use of the keyboard. It's insane.
I hear that playing it with a controller is bad. But that's all hearsay.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about bad, but like it's
unintuitive.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I hear. Which is
it's MMO style, right? Like you're basically playing Black Desert, but Crimson Desert.
I don't know. Is it based in the Black Desert universe? It is, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
What? No.
I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't know.
I'm pretty sure it's just a similar thing, no?
Yeah, but if you're doing, because it's a sandbox, is it multiplayer?
No, it's single player.
So it's like making an MMO doesn't make sense for a single player.
Yeah.
So bad game?
No.
So bad game?
Single player.
Yeah.
So it's a good game.
So it's a bad game?
So it's a good game.
So it's unintuitive?
It's a good game on Twitch standards since you never play multiplayer games.
I guess.
Oh, that means it's the best game for Chunch.
Oh, then I'm not gonna play it then. To be quite honest, it doesn't appeal to me. Like I am on top of that, I'm already playing other stuff that like I'm putting my time into. So I don't know. Like even when the game was announced, I was just like, it looks like kind of generic like high fantasy game, and I'm like, it doesn't really like I like high fantasy, but I'm like it didn't really appeal to me.
Okay, Crimson Desert is set in the same universe as Black Desert.
Okay, but it's a single player game, not an MMO.
Yes. Single player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't. Again, like these could just be reviews from people that don't give a fuck about the game, but I had like heard about it being or feeling like it's an MMO stripped of the MMO, basically.
Oh,
And
that's so weird. Well, I mean,
yeah,
I keep hearing like Final Fantasy 12 is like that, where it's like it plays like an MMO, but it's a single player game.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
I see
honestly,
where
I'd probably
people
just
could
have to
get that.
yeah. I think I just have to try it, but I don't want to spend is it $70 to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I paid like $58 for it.
You did it
Oh.
through the gray
From
sites.
yeah, from the
Yeah,
Oh
Greybeards.
shit. Okay.
Well, also because like I had uh the fucking like bonus cash on my account on my card,
fair enough.
Okay.
so it brought it down. I was like, oh hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, it's fair. Fair. To be fair, I didn't even think about this. The way I got Marathon was my friend's mom gave me a Christmas present late, which was just Steam cards. And I was like, oh, well, it's not my money, so I'll just buy Marathon.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
I
I was
mean
I was surprised.
it is my money, but
Yeah,
like,
I was
you know
surprised
what I
with
mean?
because I thought you weren't gonna buy Marathon like day one,
Nope.
but yeah,
Nope. Didn't think I was going to either, buddy.
yeah.
Also, I bought the collector's edition. Bad idea.
Oh my god.
But my
Well,
friends made me do it. They
well,
made me do
well.
it.
At least you didn't buy the PS5 DualSense Marathon controller.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'm just waiting for you to pull it out to
I was
whip
gonna
it out.
say, like, I turned my camera on and you just see like Marathon falling from the sky.
Marathon. You're in Bungie's offices right now.
It's fucking giving a handy to the fucking owner. Well, to be some Sony guy, I guess. But
Yeah.
you know what I
Fucking
mean.
Perry.
Tom.
Anyway, sorry, Wesley. You were saying about not
But
Marathon, but the other one,
Crimson Desert.
Desert.
Um, the combat is pretty cool. If you like, literally just looking at some of the skills, just by like, starting it, you could see like all the nonsense and dumbness you could do.
Mhm.
Like, I was just like scrolling. I want to say Twitter or YouTube or something like that, and some dude was fighting three enemies at once. Ends up lifting a tree, smacking a dude with it. Like literally just slams the whole like tree on top of the dude.
That's pretty cool.
Ends up killing the other guy with just like his swords and whatnot. Does like crazy flashy spins, combos and whatnot. Um, third dude, he ends up choking him, stabbing him 4 times. Somehow, dude's still alive. And then after he stabs him, he ends up fucking suplexing him into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think that's the trailer I'm thinking of where they showed the suplex
Mm-hmm.
because that shit looks so fucking cool. That is exactly what made me go like, I kind of want to try this game.
So like I was looking at like that specific skill set, and they call it they called like how to start the suplex is a lariat, which is essentially just an RKO.
Right.
So it goes an RKO, and then from there you follow up with the suplex. And I'm just like, oh, this could be awesome. Um, I only played it like 4 hours, I want to say now,
Mm.
and I'm like still in the beginning of the game.
Okay.
The map is massive, like how like Skyrim is,
Mhm.
where it's like it'll take you a while from go to one side to the other. Every place has like its little secrets of like underground places to go to. If you give someone a coin, they turn into like the like some wizard or whatever that'll end up giving you powers. It essentially fits into like the whole, um, like nature spirits are there. Your deeds are good. They'll be friendly with you and reward you with stuff. If you're bad, there's like a whole karmic side to this game too. Or you can choose to be a rogue villain or be a good crime fighting person and helping everyone.
Okay.
Good crime fighting person.
No, yeah, like each character or like each NPC has a karmic meter when you talk to them.
Mm.
First time you greet them, you say hi, you get 5, and then just keeps going whichever, like however you choose to interact with them.
Yeah, your wording was just funny.
Your face is funny.
Damn,
Thanks, man.
he
I
got
Ha
appreciate
you.
it.
ha 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 ha
I've been really working on the funny part of my face.
ha. But yeah, it's cool because like the game literally just starts you off. You're like, okay, cool, some story. Essentially, like conflict arises, and you're like, okay, cool. I gotta try to resolve it, see what happened, and it just throws you into the fire, and you're like, okay. But it does do the whole like God of War um intro where it's like a forced death, like there's nowhere you're gonna be able to beat it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like you die, obviously you come back, and then that's when you start getting the like all like the fantasy stuff started,
Mhm.
which is fucking crazy because it teleports you like 50,000 feet into the sky, and if you have vertigo, it's not the funnest thing to deal with.
That seems like
Because
fun.
that's how it actually is pretty cool. But
Mhm.
like, you know how sometimes if you're in an open world game, like you're in the sky and whatnot, um, it just shrouds the entire map, so you can't really see it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now this you could see like fucking across the whole map when you're in the sky.
Oh, that's dope.
Um, you could quote unquote fly, but you're literally just gliding.
Mhm.
Um, has the like Breath of the Wild stamina thing,
Mm.
or you have like the core and whatnot. You upgrade it to get more, obviously. Oh, it's pretty cool. You could sword and shield.
Mhm.
Sorry, you could sword and
You're good,
shield,
bro.
spear. There's like a lot of different weapons you could use. Um, you could go my favorite, just dual wield 2 different swords and just
Hell yeah.
fucking
Hell
go
yeah.
crazy on people.
Do they have axes?
I mean, they have like a lumber axe, yeah.
Not like any fighting axes though.
There's like two-handed weapons.
Mm.
I haven't really like encountered them often, so I'm not entirely sure what's what there is. I know I picked up like a hammer
Mm.
that I wasn't able to wield. I guess because I'm not strong enough, or like I don't have like the right skills for it. But yeah,
Okay.
the controls themselves they feel complex when like it goes honestly teaching you how to do it.
Mhm.
But, like obviously like if you playing it long enough, you'll be like, oh okay, this is cool. This is really weird, but like it kind of fits. Um, like oh shit. Um, like you know how if you have a mouse that has like the side buttons, you
Yes.
could like choose to like assign a certain action. What the fuck? Oh no, he died. Um, you could choose to like set them to like whatever you want. It's like melee, map, healing, whatever you want. The game just did that for me straight off the rip, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of interesting and really weird. But it ends up like you end up using your F2 key, like your F keys a lot for inventory, like swapping and whatnot. Like that's how you put like your mask on if you want to be bad. How you like swap your weapons if you choose to dual wield sword and shield or whatever. Um, as well as like heal and whatnot. It literally just all goes through your F keys. Then you have, from what I was reading in the settings, you have like 12 skills, 10, 12 skills, something like that, that are like keybound on different things. Majority of those being like F left click, F right click, control left, control right, and you just gotta remember like what each one does.
So would you say that it has too many buttons?
In a way, yes,
Okay.
but I don't mind it because like it helps me like essentially get used to the keyboard.
Okay. All right.
I don't mind.
Mhm.
But I did end up trying to play it on the gamepad to see how that would be.
How that be?
It just for like the basic stuff like walking, attacking, and whatnot. It's just not bad. Um, I don't remember if it was this game or a different one where clicking the left stick just like ended up making me crouch instead of running.
Oh, that is the other thing I keep hearing about is that like it has the Final Fantasy 15 problem of like interacting with items is the same as the jump button.
Oh, for gamepad, probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That like every time you try to grab something, you just jump.
Mm.
But I
Yeah, I
do.
haven't really done much with the gamepad, so I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Um, but yeah, I love the combos. Combos are crazy. You have like little mini games here and there where you can do like little tournaments on different weapons. Like you could do spear tournaments, you could do um, like archery contests, which are actually harder than you'd think.
Is it
Like the
like
AI isn't.
I was gonna say is it like um Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Oh, oh no, I've never played it.
Oh God, Wesley, you gotta play other games. You can't be playing just AI games. Please.
I play League. That's another game.
Oh my God, that's even worse. But
You
please
said
continue.
play other games. That's other games.
I know,
But
unfortunately.
how much call like the AI actually, like the NPCs and whatnot, like actually like will try to beat you and will beat you majority of the time. Um, because it's not about not about like luck or like if you're like you obviously got to be faster than them, but the um the timing for the targets is like super weird. So
Yeah.
you have a row of 8 to shoot from, but there's no specific order that they come up in. So you literally just gotta like reaction time it essentially. And if you miss your first shot, then you're not the other person's essentially guaranteed that point.
Yeah, but you're the archer.
Yeah, not in this game. I'm
Nope,
actually
can't say
not.
that. Can't say that. Can't let Derek win.
I mean, he'll never be the archer, so it's okay.
True. True. Clip it.
Damn.
Um, but you have the You have crafting, your weapons, gear, armor, whatnot. You have mounts. I've only unlocked the horse because that was the first thing you get. I have seen that you get different crazier mounts. I think like one of them was like a fucking giant or some shit. I don't entirely remember. But I'm also trying not to spoil the game for myself, even though this game is massive. It's like 128 gigs or something like that.
Wow.
Um, but yeah,
All right. You did it. You did it.
pretty cool. Oh,
You crimsoned
I
your
got stop
desert.
it. Sorry, I'm fucking fighting people and I'm dying heavily. Oh, well, shit, run away. Hold on, I'm about to die. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about.
You've just been playing Crimson Desert?
I mean, I just got it yesterday, so that's the majority I've been playing.
Nah, fair enough. You haven't watched anything? You haven't played anything else? You haven't watched that
Played-
Jujutsu Kaisen?
I actually have been watching it.
Damn, I actually need to watch it. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, the season's about to end. The season 3, part 1's about to end,
Okay.
and I feel like they're gonna leave off on like a part where everybody's like, "Why the fuck would you leave off on that part?"
Okay, fair enough.
Have you read the manga or no?
No, I've been curious, but no. I know big spoilers do happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of don't know whether or not it's even worth reading at this point because I already kind of know what happens. The only thing I am curious is the sequel manga. If you know anything about it,
No, not at all.
it's Gege's new manga series that he did, which apparently is like a couple years after Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's still with sorcerers from what I understand. I would have to look what the name of the title is, but like I hear that it's actually ending pretty soon, which is funny enough because I think he announced this like I think near the end of Jujutsu Kaisen's like run, because it's done, is it not?
JK, like
Yeah,
the manga probably, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so hold on, let me try to figure out what the name of the thing is called.
But there's this one fight that everybody is
Modulo, that's what it's called. It even has Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo.
interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, it's only been out for like a year and it's already ending.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I still like Jujutsu Kaisen for the most part, but I would have to check out like the rest of the anime. Did the Reze arc movie come out on Crunchyroll yet or no?
No, I've actually been waiting for that so I could just rewatch it because that movie's fucking good.
I would have to rewatch like season 1 of Chainsaw Man again.
Even though I fucking hate how the ending, but fucking whatever.
Hey, that's Chainsaw Man. That's fucking that's what I hear that most of Chainsaw Man is like. I mean, to be fair, I did get up to like the post time skip arc, but I mean, I didn't get that far, and I hear it goes places. Yeah. Chainsaw Man was good when I was reading it. I just haven't kept up with it. Same thing with like JoJo. I haven't kept up with it. It's already in part 9, and I think it's kind of progressing. So yeah, because
sorry, no, continue.
No, because I was about to mention part 7 just came out on Netflix for JoJo. And I'm still trying to finish where I'm at in One Piece. So yeah, reading manga is a weird one for me because it's just like I haven't really like gone super deep in with mangas besides Ichi the Killer, which I don't know why, because I think it's just morbid curiosity. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to catch back up with some of them. But yes, you're not done with Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
I mean, technically, like reading it, technically, in a way, yes.
Mhm.
I got like 30 chapters to go, but like the main aspects of what happened already.
Okay.
So it's just I need to finish reading the like outcomes of said happenings.
Mhm. And are you gonna read the sequel?
Probably not.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I didn't even finish um the current manga right now.
Mm.
I'm supposed to finish it before the before the new season came out, but clearly never did.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh, that reminds me. Crunchyroll logged me out again, so I have to find the thing again.
Oh yeah, because fucking I had to. It was being weird for some reason.
Did you reset your password?
No, it's the same. Everything's the same.
Okay.
But I don't remember if this was you or like my console friends that I
Me.
was talking about
Mm.
with. Is that like when I would go on Crunchyroll, it would say I don't have a membership.
Oh yeah. You were with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
like
you're
I
like,
even
what the
like checked
fork?
everything. It was a happening on Crunchy's end.
Yeah. I still need to catch up on Tojima Wants to Be a Common Writer and Futo PI. My Common Writer shows. I need to catch back up.
Yeah, don't care about that.
Yeah. They're good. They're good.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
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 Also, Thunderbolt
Yeah.
Fantasy. Gotta watch some puppets.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Um, what else have I been doing? Oh yeah, Chainsaw Man. They for some reason made season 1 into a live action play that is 2 hours long.
Huh.
No, 3 hours long.
I
You
mean,
imagine it on display is kind of.
to be fair, Japan does that a lot with
No,
plays.
yeah.
Like, what was the one that I saw? Oh, Attack on Titan was like super popular for a good bit.
Oh, what? That's weird.
Yeah, it was an Attack on Titan one. There was a Nier Automata stage play. Chainsaw Man got one. I don't think. No, Jujutsu Kaisen didn't get one. But yeah, a lot of anime and a lot of manga get like picked up to do stage plays. It's kind of interesting, to be fair, because like, okay, how do you do it on a stage budget?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and for the most part, it does a pretty alright job. I think they did something for Bleach at a point. I could be wrong, but yeah, most Shonen Jump manga get stage played. Yeah, interesting. Did you watch the stage play?
No.
Oh.
I just saw it. I'm trying to see if they added Reze, but no.
Okay.
What else have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of Borderlands 4
God, I still have not started that.
with because they released this was like a little while ago though. They released the first
DLC?
no, not yet. They released the first what do you call Vermivorous?
Called
I don't
what?
know, like you know Vermi in Borderlands 2? Oh, Raid Boss. There we go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
They released the first raid boss that was free a little while ago, which is a plant monster. It's such a fucking pain in the ass to fight
Mm-hmm.
because you're literally on like little platforms, and any attack that they do will just launch you off.
Are
So
those raid bosses fun? I never got into with Borderlands 2.
they're not bad. It's just with this one, it's more annoying because you could literally be um doing so good and just one little enemy, like the smallest enemy, could just knock you off and just destroy your whole entire run.
Okay.
Um, but it's not bad. You could definitely solo it.
Okay.
It it is obviously like a challenge,
Yeah.
like any raid boss would be, but
Let's say how are
defeating it,
the rewards? Yeah.
it's kind of ass.
Mm. Hmm.
Like you'd get more from doing like a vault, from getting like vault rewards,
Yeah.
compared to the raid boss. But yeah, they did add. I don't know if you remember Borderlands 3, the face puncher that was supposed to be like the best gun for Amara
I think so. Yeah.
because she was like all melee and whatnot.
Yeah.
They added this new gun called the Mantra, which is gun and melee combined. So supposedly, if you build Vex a certain way, she essentially one-shots everything with the Mantra.
Okay.
Don't entirely know, haven't tested that build yet, but I
Okay.
was planning to do it the other day, never got to it.
Dang. I just remembered. I completely fell off from Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ETs.
But yeah. All right. Well, I
Um,
get to look forward to that.
yeah, then they had like they added a little like DLC thing.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was called. Um, hold on, I'm trying to figure it out now. They added like the pearlescent weapon drops.
Okay.
So that's a thing, but they brought it with this little pack that they came with. Uh, trying to figure out remember what it was. I don't remember. It was something to do with like Calder and stuff with the mountain. Where you have to do like this event just to get a guaranteed orc pistol, which was kind of butts.
Mhm.
That was fun while it lasted. Last week they did, I believe it was a week long, either a week long or like a couple day long little in-game event where they would spawn loot minions, like loot enemies,
Okay.
um, that would just drop guaranteed legendaries. And each one would probably drop most 5. So if you go to like certain areas, you could spawn 10, 10 at most legendary enemies. That would you just have legendaries on the floor for like days and not figure out what to do with them
Yeah.
because it'd fill up your inventory way too fast.
Okay.
Which is what me and my friends did, and we just ended up filling our banks, filling up our inventories with just a bunch of legendaries that we wanted, just to get ready for this Thursday, where they released the first official um DLC pack with what's her face is Scooter's sister.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Fuck. I forgot her name.
Yeah,
Ellie. Yeah.
Ellie in the something vault,
Okay.
along with the first character, first post drop character named Cash, who is supposed to be like one of the most broken characters in terms of skill wise, because you get bonus crit damage and a whole bunch of other insane nonsense with him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Neat.
So we're playing a lot of that. We also played the Phasmo update yesterday for the original map, like the first map that you get to play in that game.
Yeah, you do, buddy.
Yeah, that got remade, redone, revamped. I like the original one better, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's cool too, but the original one is just like it hits better. Like the new one has a um like one of those like creepy train things, like little train track things. I don't know how to call it, that certain people had in, like really old creepy houses in the basement. You know how in like Beetlejuice the people made like the little like town in the attic?
Yeah. Okay.
You've seen Beetlejuice, yeah?
I don't think not in its entirety. Yeah, I don't think
Like
No.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of Beetlejuice, but not in its entirety.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
Great.
Yep.
Oh, you remember what the fuck is that guy's that old guy's name that used to be on TV way back in the day? That was like super nice and everyone was like, "Oh my God, he's such a cool dude." Well, not cool, but like
Mr.
he's such a...
Rogers?
I think so.
Okay.
Like you know how you had like that like model train
Yes.
that would always, yeah. So essentially like that,
Oh god.
but just on like three massive tables all like linked together.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Okay.
is like a massive like model train set on the bottom that the ghost could interact with and turn on and make it go, which is super fucking creepy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh, type of games, I want to say that's it. Oh no, I've been before Borderlands and Crimson, I've been playing a lot of Division 2
Mm-hmm.
again, because since I stopped playing Destiny, because that got super old, super boring pretty fast.
Damn.
Um, I
Can I
saw,
can I ask you
yeah,
real quick why you got back on that?
what?
Division?
Division? I saw a Cross playing it, and I was like, oh, dude, totally forgot about this. So I
Who
started
cross
playing it
who?
again, Astacross.
Cross. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I saw him playing it, and I was like, oh shit, I completely forgot about this game. Maybe we should start a new character and see what's up. Because before I stopped playing it, I think the level cap was like level 30 or something. This was like fucking years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're
Now
maxing it now.
I think level cap is 40 now.
Okay.
I
And
started
then
I started playing the Division 2. I mean, I liked it for the most part, but I didn't get too far into it. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
hello?
'cause, like apparently once you get to level 40 to just like keep progressing, like leveling up in the game, you need to beat the Warlords of New York DLC
Mm,
to get your watch, and I believe from your watch is when you start getting more levels.
okay.
I think I'm not entirely sure on how post content level up is. But yeah, me and my friend, my console friend, are playing it again, or at least trying to play as much as we can.
Mm.
Um,
Hey, which one specifically? Division 1 or 2?
too.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's never played it, so I put him onto it. I was like, oh, just try it. It's like essentially Destiny, but real life and better.
Destiny in real life.
Yeah, you get to save DC in New York. again. So he tried it out. He was actually really liking it when we first started playing. So I was like, oh, sweet, dope. We've only played like twice, so I'm trying to get him back into it and playing it. But the other day we checked out the Dark Zone, which
Oh
I was like,
no.
no. Okay, so I was literally that was my reaction, just talking, like just thinking about the Dark Zone in general.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But we ended up getting the intro missions, like, oh hey, go to that checkpoint, check it out, and
Yeah.
whatnot. And then I was like to my friend, I was like, so do you would you be down to trying it? He's like, fuck it, whatever. Let's just go, see what's up.
We ball.
If we die, we die. Yeah, literally. If we
Mhm.
die, we died. Like we don't lose anything besides our Dark Zone gear loot that we got, but it's literally not that crazy. So we're
Mhm.
like, we go. We're like, okay, cool. Um, I was telling him that it's not like it doesn't matter what level you're on. It just kind of depends on like how your gear is. Um, but like everything, like all the like NPCs and their NPC enemies and whatnot, they're tanky and they hurt a lot.
Mhm.
Even for like just the first one that you unlock, it was
Yeah.
tough. We ended up going to the safe house first to like just get there just in case we ended up dying. You just respawn there, make things easier instead of going from the checkpoints on the edges.
Mhm.
Um, as we're walking there, I was telling him, I was like, oh shit, there's actual people here because someone's extracting to the south of us. He was like, oh shit, okay. So we're all like jumpy, we're worried. Um, End up finding the safe house. We get to it, we clear it, whatnot. So we ended up being like, okay, let's go around, let's try to find some loot, try to find some enemies to get things from, see how that works. We end up going to this encampment that had enemies in them. We almost died like twice trying to fight them because
Mhm.
we underestimated how strong they were. In the process, we ended up um clearing it. We have loot, we're trying to extract. We go to one of the extraction places. Someone's actively extracting as we're running to it. There's like 10 seconds left before we get there. And we're like, oh shit, if we pull up, are people gonna like just start raining fire on us just to try to get our stuff? Um,
Absolutely.
so funny enough, we go and there's like 6 seconds left. We put our stuff on. We see the other people, like they just put their stuff on, but they ran. And then there was an option to either secure your loot or cut the rope. Cutting the rope just targets you as rogue straight off the bat. So I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot more ways you could go rogue if you so choose to. But the guys were friendly. There was two people. This guy named Tay was the main person that we were like around slash saw majority of the time.
Mhm.
Um, because we deposited, we extracted, we went to like another place, and out of nowhere, Tay comes along, and we're like, oh shit, okay, like this guy's like we saw him, and we're like, oh shit, like is he bad? Like is he gonna just randomly come out of nowhere? So me and my friend are trying to clear this compound. He comes rolling up, or they come rolling up, or whatever. They ended up getting downed and just sitting there. Like, great, and I'm gonna die. Like these other people aren't gonna revive me or whatever. So we're fighting yellow board enemies with full shields and whatnot. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me kill this guy before, or let me kill this yellow board enemy before I try to res Tay. We do that, and then my friend's like, yo, this Tay person owes us big time for saving them. So we finish that, we extract again, we see Tay, and we see some other person come in, and we're like, oh shit, they're probably going to start shooting at us. We were thinking that they were friends with Tay, like together, but they were like off doing their own separate thing. But in the end, they like we believe that they weren't together, so we're like, okay, we're chill. Like we have the upper hand compared to them because it's 2-1 or whatever. Those two were the only people that we ended up seeing. The whole entire Dark Zone, surprisingly.
Mhm.
Which was actually not bad. It was pretty decent. But I told him I was like, this is just the beginner Dark Zone. They still have like the other ones, the ones in the far west. That's higher level. There's the one I think southwest. Southwest that there's two with different factions and whatnot that are like stronger, harder. He was like, oh shit, okay. So it was pretty cool. We enjoyed our time. We ended up saving the president by the end of the night. I'm being so serious.
I know.
No,
It's
it's just a funny thing to say, you know.
yeah. It's almost as funny as the whole like I don't know if you ever seen the memes of Leon in Resident Evil 4 where he talks to the president, but it's just Biden because that's when the game came out was around like Biden's presidency. it's just Biden. It's like Leon, we need to send you to Spain. Just go fuck some shit up. And Leon's like, Jesus, President Biden. It's like, do you have to say it like that? I have to find that video. Biden.
Bad.
Sleepy Joe. Anyways,
Actually,
it's very sleepy.
Yeah, so we ended up doing that.
Okay. Did you?
What else?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Did we what?
did you do anything else? Like, did you ever go back to the Division 1, like at all?
I thought about it. Then I was like, I don't know how I'd feel about like the tighter corners and whatnot.
Okay.
About like the tighter corners of New York. But I feel like at one point I will go back just try to like not like compare, but like see how much of like an upgrade 2 would be or 2 is compared to 1.
Yeah. Because that's always the thing is that you always hear that 2 obviously is the better game compared to 1.
Mhm.
So, okay.
I mean, cause like you do end up going back to New York anyways
Yeah.
and getting the skills from 1. So it's like it doesn't really matter if you go back to 1 or not. Yeah.
Because even then, you know, the story of the Division is so minuscule compared to like the actual. Because it's just a game's game, to be quite honest.
hmm
Yeah. So.
But like the whole story about like how it started is pretty cool. Like the dollar flu and whatnot.
Yeah, the Black Friday. Yeah. Like that
Whole
I thought was cool.
fiasco.
Yeah. And then it's like the America had sleeper agents, and it's like, oh, okay. I
Yeah,
got it.
literally like each area, well, not like I don't think state would be the right term. I guess like each part of the US
world,
had like
yeah.
their own sleeper agents, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the New York agents aren't linked to the same network as the DC people,
Okay. It's so
which
weird.
made sense, but not really.
Yeah, because like the more you think about it, it's like, I mean, it is called the Division, so
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
'Cause, like the whole like aspect of the campaign for Division 2 is to get the Shade Network and Isaac back online to be able to like communicate with everybody like in the area. So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was cool. It was fun. Want to play it again at some point.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
A little while ago, I ended up buying Killer is Dead for
Oh
like
man.
$2.
Oh man.
For $2.
I love that goofy game.
So I will tell you how long I've played this game, and the reason why has only been touched 13 minutes.
Okay.
Every single time I've played it, it has crashed in the exact same spot.
Oh, I'm curious if it's like your video card.
I don't know. I don't see how it would be if.
I mean, I would have to check my version to see if like it crashes. Because I don't know whether or not the game was like dedicated to like NVIDIA, like the whole exclusive bullshit that sometimes they would do.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say,
Like,
Mhm.
I feel like it wouldn't start the game if it was because of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't let you start the game, play it for a little bit, and then just crash out.
There is a crashing fix.
Which is
Well, I just bought it, so we'll find out if it's a video card because we have the same video card.
You just bought Killer is
yeah,
Dead?
Yeah, it's only $2.
Damn.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
$2.
I like that game. I mean, but I have a tendency to really like Suda 51 games. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because
uh-huh.
no, yeah, you go.
I know, because like I still got to play Romeo is a Dead Man. That's his newest
Okay.
one.
I want to get that too. Yeah.
It
Sometimes
looks
I creep on y'all's wish list, and I'm like, oh, I should get that game because that shit looks cool. Romeo's Dead looks cool as fuck.
Romeo is a Dead Man. Romeo is Dead is the Jet Li movie.
Yeah, Romeo's Dead looks really cool, guys.
Okay, enjoy that Jet Li movie, bro.
I will enjoy that Jet Li video game. Idiot.
Oh, Rise of Honor.
What a fucking schmidiot, dude.
God, I remember playing that game and I'm like, this controls goofy. Cause like how to fight is with the right stick.
No, Goofy's in Kingdom Hearts, bro. Wrong game.
Oh yeah. Yucky. Yeah, Suda 51 games are also like really weird, in the sense that like I don't know whether or not the ports for the PC versions are relatively okay. Because I know No More Heroes is like kind of an okay PC port, but I mean, it's kind of what happens with like they're not really indie, but they're kind of, I guess, double A, you know, a publisher. So yeah, that's crazy that it doesn't work for you. I would have to check
'cause,
my.
like when I'm going through the game, like the tutorial or whatever, actually, let me actually see where I'm at. 'Cause I completed episode 1, so it's in episode 2, I want to say. I believe it's 2. Where you're going through the hallways. I believe on the second hallway with the second phase of enemies that spawn, it crashes just
Weird.
instantly. Like I killed the first set of enemies. Like it's like okay, cool. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, it's like the green orbs are health or red orbs are health or whatever, like that whole aspect. What tells you which orb is what. I believe the enemies that spawn right after that is what makes you the green crash. I don't know why.
Huh.
How far do you get in it before it crashes? Like, it's the beginning of the
Probably
game.
like 6, like after episode 1.
6, 7.
Shut up.
You know, my brother works in a very professional environment, and I asked him if he had to deal with that bullshit, and he said, "You know, you would think he wouldn't have to, but he does. He does have to deal with the 6-7 jokes."
Dude, be like
Yeah,
that. It do be like
so
that.
dumb.
But yes.
But yeah, that was really annoying to find out and be sad about.
Wesley sad.
Yeah, because like my friend was talking about playing Romeo's a Dead Man and whatnot. He was like, "Oh my god, these games are so good," and I was like, "I never officially played a Suda 51 game by myself." Like instead of like, because me and you played Killer is Dead for a little bit back in the day.
Okay, yeah, because I was about to say, did we not like play that together?
No, yeah. I remember the whole like moon and everything fights and whatnot. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, they're stupid, but I love them.
Like me personally, just like playing it by myself in my own time, I've like never actually done it. And then my friends were like, "Oh, play the No More Heroes like series." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like, let me see how much they are and like how the gameplay is and whatnot." ended up finding out that No More Heroes 3 is free for me on PlayStation because of the whole like PlayStation Game Pass thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
ended up
did you
downloading that and trying it,
did you?
and I'm like, this is really fucking weird.
I was about to say, don't start with 3. Don't do that. Start with
I mean, I'm
1.
not well, obviously gonna start with 1, but I
Yeah,
just did it just to like see like the kind of content that the game was.
yeah, I guess.
And I'm like, dude, this is fucking weird.
Yeah, even then, like playing 1 is still very archaic. I feel like is kind of the appropriate word because it was a weird period where like Suda 51 was trying to get like weirdly meta, almost to like a Kojima-esque level, where it's like for Normal Heroes 1, it's like you had to do like tedious busy work in order to progress the narrative. In which like the whole premise of No More Heroes is that you play an assassin, and you are essentially on a ranking system, and in order to rank up, you need to kill the assassin above you. So your main character Travis is kind of, I want to say he's a piece of shit, but he's just like he's pretty much doing it to get laid. Because
Wow, spoilers, thanks.
his handler is this hot like French lady, so he wants to get laid, but she's like, well, in order for you to like basically ask permission to kill the assassin above you, you need to send the Assassins Association funds in order to like approve. So you got to do like busy work essentially, where you do like little mini games that are like little jobs essentially. So like there's a lawn mowing job, there's like a trash cleanup job, there's a like a coconut picking job, and it's just like, all right, just make enough money to go fight the next guy or use enough money to buy like better swords. But even then, like the main narrative itself is still goofy, because like I said, Suda 51 tries to get like weirdly like meta with his stuff, even in like because there's No More Heroes 2, and then there was that weird period where nobody knew whether or not No More Heroes was going to come back. So Suda 51 made like this little budget game called No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again, which was like this little weird co-op game. I think it's all right, but essentially it's a meta narrative about Suda 51's experience with making video games, and about how much like making video games can be such a fucking pain in the ass. Because funny enough, there's a villain in No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again and in No More Heroes 3 that is based off a real CEO from EA that gave Suda 51 such a hard time making Shadows of the Damned that Suda 51 was like, I'm never working with EA ever again. Because like it was that bad of an experience. Which I also recommend Shadows of the Damned if you're curious. And Lollipop Chainsaw is also another one. If you're looking
it's funny enough, when you say that was one I was like starting to buy back in the day when it first kind of came out.
Yeah.
But I wasn't old enough, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'll
You like it?
this. I just ended up watching videos about it.
Yeah, I like Lollipop Chainsaw. It's not anything crazy. But I liked Shadows of the Damned a little bit more. But yeah, Travis Strikes Again is like this little weird like in between game that does like a bunch of other like little mini games kind of thing, but also having like a commentary on the game publishing business. And then No More Heroes 3 got funded, and it came out. Which I don't know how No More Heroes 3 is, to be fair, as somebody that's played the other games. So I'm really looking forward to that. But as soon as I saw Romeo as a dead man, I was like, oh man, this is some Suda 51 bullshit. And I liked the premise. Do you know anything about the premise of Romeo as a dead man?
The guy who's never played Suda 51 games, I know the whole entire story.
Okay.
Meaning I don't know jack shit.
Okay. Let's say. Do you want to know, or would you rather keep it a secret?
I don't care. You already spoiled the one, so it doesn't matter.
Wow.
How did I spoil?
Spoil, man.
You spoiled No More Heroes 1, so
I didn't tell you the ending.
you told me it's enough.
Okay, so I guess no.
Sly Cooper comes out as stripper pole.
So I guess I will not be saying what Romeo's Dead Man is about. You'll have to buy it and figure it out. But yeah, good luck with Killer is Dead, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna touch it again for a while because like Crimson's gonna take up during my time now.
It seems like it.
Yeah. I'm a suplex all over them peoples.
Mm-hmm.
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 Word.
Anything else you got?
Game wise, I don't think so. That was probably something I ended up playing, but don't really remember. Oh, anime wise, I haven't really been watching a lot besides rewatching One Piece again.
One Piece.
I just finished Skypiea.
Oh, you just finished that arc?
And yep, just finished that, and then
Okay.
just started the Davy back fight arc, little 20 episode thing.
Oh yeah, I was talking with a friend of mine about like One Piece, and they've watched specifically the show, and it's just like interesting to hear the differences of like the show tried to like incorporate like some other weird little sideline stuff, while the manga was like blazing through too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but continue. Nah, it just even then I had a thought because it's just like the whole thing with like Foxy was also a weird bit where it's like I was reading that and I was like, this feels like filler. Like it feels like it should be like in the anime just as like something for the anime, but no, it's like legit. It's weird.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because Foxy literally just got introduced
Damn.
in this episode I'm on.
Yeah. So Foxy. Can't wait for the boxing match. Can't wait to play Pirate Warriors 3 and see if Foxy is playable.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that. I'm still watching it until the new season comes out, until season 2 comes out.
Okay.
JJK I'm caught up on. I really hope they don't end on the stupid cliffhanger before the Hikari fight.
They probably will.
Unless they end part 1 with the Hikari fight, then I'll be happy about it. But otherwise, I'm not waiting a whole year just to watch that fight.
What do you mean? You waited a whole year for the calling game. You can wait another.
Well, I was reading it at that time, so I don't really care. But now I know that it's supposed to be here and how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to wait a whole year just for it to happen.
Damn, bro. Now you're reminding me when I was reading JoJo, where I was like, oh yeah, I finished part 3. I'm on part 4. And at the time, part 3 was like nearing the end of its animation. I'm like, damn, it's going to be a while till part 4 gets animated, or if it gets animated. And here we are now, fucking part 7. And like, damn, living it up.
Yeah, but that's JoJo's. No one really cares about JoJo's.
You say that, and you'd be proven wrong. You say that.
I'm sorry. You like JoJo's. My friend likes JoJo's. Okay, like
Yeah.
2 people. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, more than one.
But yeah, that one. What else have I been watching? Oh, I finished the girl like forgets her glasses. That one's kind of cute, a little adorable.
Okay.
Romance, slice of life kind of thing. I still find it funny how she gets portrayed as like a bitch because she squints every time she doesn't have her glasses on, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, she's mad."
Oh shit,
Everyone
she's a
leaves.
bitch.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
When in reality,
bitch.
she can't see shit, so she has to squint to be able to see anything.
Yeah, fair enough. What a fucking bitch.
My friend told me to watch Twin Star Exorcist until I figured out that I'd already seen it, but stopped watching it at some point. And I did it again where I stopped watching it, I haven't touched it ever since.
Ah, gotcha.
So I'm just like, okay, yeah. Because when he got to the part where the weird old guy that was in charge of the Exorcist, he was like, yeah, the polar star uh person thing that's supposed to end the war is a child of twin stars, and I'm like, right. Then they fight, and they're like, now you guys gotta fall in love and fuck to make the kid to save us, and I was like, oh, right, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
that was a weird. That was
Mm.
a weird part in that show.
Yep. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
It like came up so early too, which makes it even worse. But whatever.
Oh man, do I have something to talk about? And when I talk about, but yeah, it's not fun when shit does that out of nowhere.
And the little fire spirit that she has, like his voice actor, like like distinctly remember it from somewhere, but I can't pinpoint where.
The English?
No, 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 Japanese.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't know if you know like the little fire spirit that I'm talking about.
I didn't watch Twin Star Exorcist.
Wow,
Yeah.
how much hate.
I was at a weird point with like anime where I wasn't really watching that much. I remember I watched what was it, Blue Demon? What was it? Or Blue Devil? Or some shit like that?
Oh, Blue Exorcist.
Is it Blue Exorcist? It's just Blue Exorcist. Yeah.
It's Blue Exorcist. Yeah,
Okay.
with the brothers.
Yeah,
One
with
of
the
them's a
brother.
demon. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the one is like a priest, kind of, sort
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yep.
Yeah. And I genuinely forgot that it got like a sequel to the anime, and I was like, oh
Mhm.
shit. I didn't
I
know.
also stopped watching that too.
Yeah, I did too. As soon as that first season ended, I was just like, all right, I'm done. I did not retain a single thing from that story.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I'm
Besides
good.
that, he's like starting to get accepted by the priests and whatnot.
Yeah, even though his brother's like, I hate you, but I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep. I love you, bro. And not in the anime Japan crazy way. Just as a regular sibling way. Unless
Unless.
unless
Dun, dun, dun.
because you never know with anime. You never know with Japan.
True.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you got?
There's that. I was watching, but stopped watching. Sentenced to be a Hero.
Oh yeah, I forgot you told me about that.
The action is insane.
Okay.
I still can't believe the first episode was 48 minutes long.
For
which
what?
is honestly
For the first episode?
first episode, first sentence to be a hero is 48 minutes long.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I was watching it.
There's a
I
whole
think I said
movie.
this in the yeah. I think I said this in the previous podcast, but when I started watching, I was like, okay, cool. Like 20 minutes has passed, but this is still going.
Mhm.
Like, is it?
And you check the time, and you're like, "What do you mean 40 minutes?"
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So let me get food and continue watching this.
All right.
Like when I first started, I was like, oh, like is this gonna be like an anime that they essentially turn into like movie episodes where like they're each like an hour long? I would have been perfectly fine with that. To
Okay.
be fair, with how the
Yeah.
pacing of that show.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of prefer it when like I feel like when with a series, like if the first episode has to take like an hour kind of to do like an establishing like position for its world, then I kind of don't mind it, because it's like, okay, because I need to be at least enthralled with this like world and what we're doing here, because I kind of felt that way with I think I spoke about this ago, Oshi no Ko, where like that, where it's like, okay, this first half is pretty weird, and then the second half is like, okay, you got me. And then I hear about what's been going on with the show and then the manga, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. Like I genuinely had that point of just like, what the fuck happened to the mystery that you literally establish as a cliffhanger for that first like movie episode. And I was like, what do we do with that? And it's like, no, now we have like weird incest. And I'm like, I'm not here for that. I'm like, I'm not here for that. I know there are sickos that are here for that. I'm not one of them. Yeah. It's I don't like that when that happens. And this is someone that watched what the fuck is that show about? The one with like the blonde sister and the black-haired like brother, and like that show became like literally incest at the end. Oh,
Testament?
No. How could my sister possibly be this cute? Something like that. Because I forget like the original
okay.
like Japanese name. I don't know what drove me to watch that. I think it was just like out of curiosity because I always heard about like how weird that show was. And then like the first couple episodes, I'm like, okay, like, you know, this is a brother and sister like dynamic, and like obviously he's trying to get on the better side of his sister. Oh, what do you mean they're about to kiss? Oh, what do you mean they're doing a faux wedding? Oh God. And I was like literally like, I think in the second season where I was just like, oh no, they're doing full like teasing of the incest. I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore. But I finished it and I was like, I don't know why I did that to myself. I don't know what.
Nice.
I don't know why I did that. I genuinely do not. But yeah, I retained that specific scene of like their like fictional wedding, and I was like, why? Why does Japan do that? Like so often. Yeah. You got more anime? Okay.
I've been watching and am caught up with Jack of all trades, Party of None.
Okay.
Not bad. Little cool little, I guess you'd call it shonen, I think. No, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude has powers, he's super strong and whatnot. Kicked from the hero's party, typical OP nonsense. It's pretty cool. Not bad. Goes along with like the basic, like overpowered trope characters.
Mhm.
Or his like his loved ones slash friends are in trouble, so he solos like the quote unquote hardest boss enemy, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, he is so strong.
Yeah, I mean that's most
Yeah.
like shonen. Yeah. To be
Yeah.
fair. I kind of like it when some shonen like subvert expectations, but then it kind of gets to a point where it's like, okay, my expectations have been subverted. What do we do now?
Mm-hmm.
How far can my expectations be subverted? Because I think that's what I kind of liked about like My Hero Academia up until like I stopped watching it, and then I heard that like the ending was kind of unsatisfying, and I was just like,
with,
okay,
fucking what, he loses all his powers again?
yeah. Where I was just like, I don't know about that. And even then, I just didn't like the fact that like Bakugo was still such a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's a fucking little shit.
Yeah, that's the whole thing I don't like. Is just like you made a character that is supposed to be the best friend of the main character, but he's such a it's like the Naruto problem, where it's like I never felt like Sasuke was Naruto's friend like at all.
Yeah, not at all. Until like the ending where
Until
actually,
like
oh, okay.
Until Naruto's like, you were always my nakama, and I'm like, what? When? Like you guys,
yeah.
You guys never liked each other. What the fuck?
One of them actively tried to kill you on a daily basis.
He killed like your leader of the village. He was part of it. He caused like a whole terrorist like crime. It's like what? And on top of that, like, wasn't like the whole thing like Orochimaru was like living there as well in the Leaf Village?
Yeah, he was one of the three like legendary ninja warriors.
Yeah, so it's like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I legitimately don't. With that scene from Naruto, it's just like I never thought that they were friends, and it's just like this weird forced perspective of, yeah, they were friends the whole time. You're just stupid. You don't understand the nuances of relationships. And I'm like,
Literally.
no, we're not doing that. But yeah, with like Bakugo and Deku, it's just like every time I saw Bakugo on screen with Deku, it's just like like Bakugo literally told Deku to kill himself, and it's like, how? How is this character redeemed at all? And it's like,
And we're
oh,
like, yeah, he's so good. Oh my god,
and it's like,
Bakugo.
oh,
Haha.
he's flawed because he's always just been jealous. I'm like, no, he's a fucking prick.
Literally.
He's a fucking little prick. Fuck him. It's like the same thing with like Vegeta. Vegeta has yeah, I'm trying to understand like what you're trying to do with like Vegeta and like Bakugo and like some people's perspective, like, oh, Bakugo is just Vegeta. But Vegeta had a redeeming quality. He had also moments of like, oh, Vegeta is broken. Like legitimately broken. Because
Yeah.
the one specific scene that I always remember is when Vegeta is dying after being shot by a laser blast by Frieza, and he looks at Goku and he's like, please, like, you have to do something, like literally begging somebody that he was an enemy with, and is like putting down his pride to be like, you have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, Vegeta is a redeeming character. Because then on top of that, you get Vegeta evil again with Majin Vegeta. And then you have that moment where Vegeta's like, no, like, I have a son, I have a wife, I can't destroy this place, I have to do something. And it's like, yeah, Vegeta is at least a redeeming character. And then you get Bakugo, and Bakugo the entire time is just like, fuck you, Deku. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's weird.
I don't get it. But yeah, I stopped watching like My Hero Academia, and I'm like, I just stopped caring. I kind of want to watch Fire Force, but I feel like it has that similar problem where like it looks cool, but I miss Soul Eater much more, and I wish we just had more Soul Eater. I know it's like based in the same universe, but it's just like I kind of just miss Soul Eater.
It's a prequel to Soul Eater.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just miss Soul Eater. But yeah, here we are. I think that's a manga that I would like to read. Is a Soul Eater manga. Because I don't know how that
I don't
ends.
know. I feel like it's kind of slow for me to just read.
Yeah, I'm kind of having that issue with like One Piece right now, but I'm doing so many other like other hobbies that I'm just not like going at like the breakneck speed I was doing with like the first bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that first like pre-time skip, I was like fucking breakneck speed of just like, I am fucking here at Impel Down.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then right now I'm still in Fishman Island, and I got the backstory as to like the queen sacrificed herself for everyone's freedom. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's sad. And then Hody was the mastermind behind the assassination. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of saw that, to be fair.
You're like, ha 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 ha.
And I'm like, yeah, I saw that. I kind of felt like this evil shark man would be evil. But I did like the whole thing with what is his name? Tiger Fisher? Or Fisher Tiger?
Mm-hmm.
I liked that. Like, I really liked that because it just like establishes the whole thing with like the prejudice that the fishermen have to endure in that world. And it's just like it's like incredibly sad, but like you kind of understand it from his perspective of just like he's like, I can't forgive humans, but he's like, I don't want a piece of them inside me because I know that they're awful, awful human beings. But even though we've literally had this one experience with this one child, it's like maybe I can change, but I don't have that much time left. So I'm hoping the future generations will be able to change. And it's like, damn, bro. Damn. That was a good part. That was a very good part.
Not bad.
Yeah. I'm currently at the fight that between Luffy and Hody.
Okay.
Yeah, where the giant ship Noah is coming down, is bracing for impact.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yep. And then that was also another weird thing where like Van Decken, what is the name of that character?
Something like that.
Yeah, where he's like, I've always been in love with this princess ever since I laid eyes on her. And I'm like, it does the flashback. I'm like, wait, she's like 8. Like, what do you what?
A child.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean you've been in love with her? And it's like, I guess you saying that like, what was it? It's like a whole like prophecy that he had, where it's like he finding a weapon or a treasure most valuable, and it's essentially the princess's ability to control leviathans.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I kind of get that, but it's like, you didn't have to make it that weird, Oda, that he was in love with her ever since she was 8 years old. It's like,
yeah, that's a little weird.
It is very weird. But here we are now. Anime.
Hell yeah.
Anime. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Not that I remember, honestly.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
Feel free to
talk about.
Take it away.
Okay. All right. I hope you guys have some water and some chips or something.
No, I wish.
To be quite honest, I didn't really do a crazy amount. Even though we've been gone for like a couple weeks at this point. Not like actually no, I think it's been a month. But I like I was mentioning before, I've been trying to catch back up with One Piece, specifically. I'm still trying to read some books. I'm trying to finish up the current book that I'm reading, Into That Darkness, about the Nazi interviews for from 1970 something, about the extermination camps. And as for like TV shows and movies, didn't watch I did watch a good amount, because I think the last time I talked about it, I watched what was it? Moonrise Kingdom was the last thing. Yeah, Moonrise Kingdom was like the last thing I talked about. I finished the Game of Thrones show, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So it's a very good show. I really recommend it. It's like 6 episodes. And then I was like, okay, I have a bunch of movies that I bought from like a while back from Criterion's sale, which by the way, Criterion is doing a 24-hour sale right now, so I have to look at like stuff that I might want to get. But
Criterion books, nice.
Yeah, Criterion. So this is a weird thing to talk about. So Criterion in general is known to be like the standard of like of cataloging like either very artistic movies or movies that have a giant reputation even when the time it was released. So they tried to do that. They tried to archive like a lot of like interviews or like booklets talking about the production of the movies and stuff like that. So they're known to be like, okay, if you want an art house movie for art house sake, Criterion is kind of where you kind of go to, because it's like either they have like a director's first time movie there, or like their breakout hit or something of that sort, where it's just like Criterion is known to do that. Which, funny enough, Criterion is actually doing the physical release of K-pop Demon Hunters, which is really funny. Because it's like, that's kind of interesting, because the whole thing with K-pop Demon Hunters is that like it's Netflix exclusive. So it's kind of that, which is like, that's kind of hilarious. But funny enough, they actually did the physical release of Killers of a Flower Moon, which that was Martin Scorsese's deal with Apple TV. So that movie never got like an actual physical release up until now. So it's like, okay, Criterion is doing stuff. Obviously, like I said, they tried to archive a lot of movies. So bringing back to this thing that I wanted to talk about is that like, so this movie that I watched was called 100 Days of Sodom. I knew nothing about this movie. Other than basically the word around, you know, the movie talks is this movie is considered to be one of the most controversial movies out there because of what it's trying to depict. And it's weird because it's okay. So it's an Italian movie that's based off a French story from like the medieval period. And the whole premise of the story is these, was it three? 1, 2, 3. No, I think it's 4. Yeah, these 4 Nazi like leaders in the final days of the World War before before like Italy falls, decide that okay, we're going to kidnap a bunch of like young adults and take them to a mansion and do the most horrendous shit to them for the fun of it. And it's like, what? And then you start watching the movie and each like it's separated in acts. So like one of the acts is literally called The Circle of Shit. And I'm like, where is this movie going? And then you keep watching it and it's just these 4 evil people doing evil and depraved things to essentially these innocent like young adults. But I hear like the French story is a lot worse because it's supposed to be like teenagers. And it just like, it's a fucking insane movie. But then I finished the movie and I felt really confused about it because it just invoked this thing of like, why did this need to be told? And like, what was the whole idea behind this movie? So then you watch the interviews with the director, which I have to preface, Paolo Paulsini, I think is how you say the director's name. I could be fucking butchering it, but apparently he was murdered like I think like weeks before this movie got released in the 70s. And he's a very fascinating person to hear talk and hear from other people talking about him, that when they made this movie, his whole idea behind this movie is basically how Western civilizations, particularly America, and capitalism basically took over Italy, and how fascism ruined Italian culture in general. And basically evil things basically made its way and forced itself upon things that were essentially in a sense innocent. And then he talks about, hello, where'd you go?
Huh?
Where'd you go?
Hey, nowhere. I've been here.
Oh, I think you said, oh, I'm back.
No. I grabbed water. That's about it.
Okay, I'm bet you're gonna have to grab water.
I got you.
Yeah. So you hear him talk and he's like very anti-capital. He's an anti-capitalist. So it's fascinating to hear him talk about like essentially like society in general. And he has a very like cynical view on society, which is like kind of fascinating. But it's only tragic because once you hear about him, like how he died, it's like, holy shit. Like he was essentially beaten to death. And there are pictures of the police finding his body, like just laid out in the street. The only thing is that like nobody knows whether or not this was like related to something else, if this was just a random act of violence or something like that. But I think just on to like the movie itself, even people when they watched the movie were confused about it. Like some came up with their own ideas as to like, what does the movie mean in a whole? And then like whether or not the movie does a well enough job of adapting the French story, which even then, like I said, the French story itself is still fucking depraved and crazy. But yeah, it's such a weird movie that I feel like you have to at least watch it like once, but it does like kind of skid the line of like torture porn, of just like you're just watching people get hurt, and even though like it is fictional, it's all a movie, even there's behind the scenes of like how they did like certain effects of like the torture scenes, and it's just like it's all prosthetics, and it's like it's, you know, it's all fake. And it's funny because like you hear the interviews with like a lot of the actors, and they're like, yeah, we weren't traumatized or anything, like we all knew it was fake. And in the end of it, like a lot of them were like, if you watch the movie, you can see some of us like laughing because of how insane some of this like stuff that we were doing on camera was. Like it was like it seemed like a joke in their perspective. So then you hear like critics like discussion about like the movie, and it's like first you watch the movie in horror, and if you watch the movie a second time, you view it as a comedy because of just how absurd it gets. And it's like, I kind of understand what it's trying to say, like just like desensitizing you to like this fucked up situation, but it's such a bizarre movie. Like I said, that like I don't think it would appeal to a mass audience. But I feel like this movie, particularly it being in the Criterion Collection, is important because of the fact that like it is a crazy movie to come out around like the late 60s, early 70s. Like it is such a crazy like period of like this got released, like this came out and was in theaters. So I think that's why it was like put in the Criterion Collection, because like first of all, the director is a very interesting man, that his whole topic is about like anti-capitalist and like the idea of like society being its own self-destructing creation. And yeah, it's just a crazy fucking movie. 120 Days of Sodom, or as it's known, it's called Salo, which I learned that apparently Salo was an Italian like puppet state that they created for the fascists. So it's like, oh, okay, that's what it means because of the isolation of this one particular puppet state. Yeah, it's a fucking crazy movie. I saw Andrei Tarkovsky's Mirror. This is very different from the movie that I talked about before. It's still very art housey. His other movie, like Solaris, I know I talked about this with you guys. But I watched his movie Mirror. Mirror is also another weird one where its narrative mostly focuses on this one guy, and it's very heady. But apparently it's a very important movie to Andrei Tarkovsky because he uses poems that his dad wrote. So it means a lot to him. I would have to do another watch of the movie to kind of like get the gist of it. But essentially you're watching scenes of a life of this one man after the Russian war. And it's like, okay, it's all right. It does a really neat thing where it uses this one actress as both the mother and the wife of the guy that you're kind of seeing the perspective from. That essentially like his whole thing is that like he feels like he married his mom, and it's like the movie does that thing where it's like the same woman playing his mom plays his wife. So yeah, it's a neat movie for the most part. Really cool imagery, to be fair, I have to say. I watched oh god, Sam Raimi's A Simple Plan. I really recommend this movie. I think it might be free on like Tubi. It's a good crime thriller. It's essentially a plane crashes, and these dopes find money in the crashed plane and try to like take the money, but some bad shit starts happening afterwards, and it kind of goes from there. It's very good. It's Billy Bob Thornton and Bill Paxton. Just a very good, like, if you ever seen a Coen Brothers movie, it's pretty much a Coen Brothers movie. It's very good. I really enjoyed it. But Sam Raimi, though, the guy who made Spider-Man. I watched a space western called Outland, starring Sean Connery. It's about a space sheriff that's trying to stop a drug ring. Pretty fun. It's a fun movie. What else did I watch? I watched. Oh God, what was it? Oh man, there was definitely something I watched that I'm forgetting right now. Oh man, there's definitely a movie that I watched that I'm completely like blanking out on. Okay. So I know I talked about this one guy, Yusaku Matsuda. He's a very like interesting Japanese actor. I watched this movie that was a collaboration between I think America and Japan called Proof of the Man. And this I was surprised how much I really enjoyed it. Essentially the premise is a man from America goes to Japan, is murdered. The Japanese police are trying to figure out whether or not his murder might have been intentional, in the sense that like there's some weird connecting point with this very famous like Japanese like fashion designer, and this Japanese cop has this like tragic backstory about how like back in the war, well, after the war, essentially his father was beaten to death by US soldiers, and it kind of like hardens him. And then he has to go to America, this Japanese cop, to talk to the cops from New York, from where this guy came from America, the guy that died, and basically team up with this this American cop and try to figure out the mystery behind everything. And it's a really good movie. Like I said, I was really surprised on how much I really enjoyed it. And I think the weird part is that I'm kind of surprised on this one actor by the name of George Kennedy. If you don't know who George Kennedy is, he is one of the character actors from God, what is it? The Naked Gun? Howler knows what I'm talking about, but like he's one of the guys from The Naked Gun, and it's a comedy movie, but it's just like he's in this very serious like melodrama crime thriller, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure, like he's actually really solid in this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
George Kennedy, did you watch the new Naked Gun movie?
No, I don't think I want to though.
Okay, I'm probably gonna watch it, but like, do you ever watch the Naked Gun movies like at all?
When I was younger, I just don't remember them.
Okay, well, George Kennedy was the actor that was basically like the partner to Liam Neeson, or excuse me, Leslie Nielsen. But anyways, it's a very good movie. I really recommend it if you ever have the time to watch it. Then after that, I watched the sequel to The Bullfighter, The Bear Fighter. It's an alright movie. Basically you have Sonny Chiba fighting a man in a bear suit. So you get that. But the thing that I don't like, you ever get that thing where you're watching something or reading something or even playing something where the main character does something so irredeemable, but you have to connect to him because he is your main character, and it's just like you just can't connect with him?
Mm-hmm.
I got this from Sonny Chiba's character because in the first movie, The Bullfighter, he does the most egregious shit to this one lady. And then somehow this lady still falls in love with him. And I'm like, what? And then becomes his love interest throughout the course of the series. So then I get to the second movie, and the second movie is basically the lady wants him to stop doing karate, even though he loves karate. But I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, but this dude did like awful shit to this lady. Like he sexually assaulted her. And I'm like, why? Why is she even bothering with this fucking guy? And I was just left so confused as to like why this lady even like wanted to be with him. But at the end of it, I still found it very goofy, the whole thing with fighting the man in the rubber bear suit. But you know, I love Sonny Chiba. I genuinely like I don't think I can dislike Sony Chiba like at all. Yeah, it's a really goofy series. Apparently, there's a third one, which luckily I do have. I will be watching at some point. But yeah, it's such a bizarre fucking movie. So speaking of Yusaku Matsuda, I watched this movie called Resurrection of the Golden Wolf, which is basically this super criminal works as like this stockbroker at this oil company. Oh no, like this, yeah, basically he does like the money work, but at night he's a super criminal, and it's kind of an interesting movie. I mean, it makes Yusaku Matsuda feel very reptilian. Like he feels like there's something like creepy about him. And he's a very tall dude. I was checking out how tall he was. He's like for Japanese, because I know Haller is taller than me and Wesley. He's like 6'1", and like he's very tall, but he's like very lanky. So like I was mentioning, is that like he feels kind of reptilian, and I'm like, like there's something weird about him. But man, like there are moments where like he's doing cool bad guy shit, and I'm like, yeah, I can believe it. I found out that it's the same director that did The Beast to Die, and I really like how this director works. And even then, I have to find whether or not it's the same cinematographer as The Beast to Die. But it's just like there are shots where it's just like, man, this looks really fucking cool. But yeah, it's a very weird movie as well. I think also part of, my time gone, I played Resident Evil 9. I'll get to that, but I was like, you know what? Let me start watching the Resident Evil movies. So I started watching the Resident Evil CGI movies, not the live action movies, not the Mila Jovovich movies. I watched the CG movies because apparently they are part of the canon. So I watched Resident Evil Degeneration. That's an alright movie. It's kind of crazy because this is the thing with like CG movies, especially when they came out like in 2004, they look a little rough, but I would imagine at the time this would have looked fucking nuts, because it's just like, oh man, look at like how this looks. But it basically is just a Resident Evil like storyline. But it's fun. It's a fun movie. I think I talked about this before. Did you ever watch Samurai Jack? I think there's a question for both of you.
Sorry, what?
Did you ever watch Samurai Jack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you watch the entirety of Samurai Jack?
Probably not.
Damn. Okay. Well, you know who Gendy Tartakovsky is, right? The creator of Samurai Jack? Okay.
No.
Well, bug me then. So Gendy Tartakovsky created this HBO series called Primal. I talked about this like multiple times. Essentially, caveman and a dinosaur team up together, and they fight whatever's out there. So Primal just finished its 3rd season. I had really like low expectations for this season of Primal because it does a very weird thing, which I won't spoil. But the ending, I think, satisfied me, and I think also lessened the cynicism I had behind it. And I genuinely think that Primal is a very, very good show. I would recommend you guys watch it, because it is a very fun show. But it's just that 3rd season happened, and I was like, I don't know where it's going. And I really do kind of like it for doing that, where it's just like, okay, they did a thing for literally the last episode for season 2, where it's like, okay, it could probably do that. And then 3rd season was teased, and it's like, no, we are not doing that. And I'm like, oh, okay, what are we doing now? And then it tells the story, and I'm like, oh, okay, like this is actually pretty good. But yeah, I would really recommend Primal. It's a very, very good show. And then speaking about Nicolas Cage, hey, did you guys do you guys know H.P. Lovecraft?
Mm-hmm.
So there's this movie called Colors Out of Space, and it's based off an H.P. Lovecraft story. It stars Nicolas Cage. It's a fairly like recent movie. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I kind of liked it for the most part. It has a pretty like interesting premise. Essentially, this meteor crashes into this like small family's like farm, and like weird shit starts to happen. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's no Cthulhu, but you know, it's still HP Love. It's like still HP Lovecraft like bullshit is still happening in the background.
Right.
But yeah, Nicolas Cage is good in it for the most part. You know, I like Nick Cage. But damn, there is one movie that I watched that is coming to my mind right now because I don't like how it ended. Because it ended with like, oh god, like not like a cliffhanger, but essentially just leaving these like bits. God damn it, I forgot what it was. Hold on, let me check. Hold on. I have it right here. I just don't remember the name. Oh. Okay, I got it. It's this movie called On the Run. It's a Chinese movie. It stars Yuan Biao. And I know Yuan Biao from like Jackie Chan movies. He is also like one of the guys that kind of grew up with Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung. So I was curious about this movie because it's like, oh, it's a crime noir movie. It's a very good premise. The only thing is that the ending is fucking gonzo. So the premise is that Yuan Biao plays a cop. He is also kind of in the process of a divorce with his wife, who is also a cop. She's on narcotics, and I think Yuan Biao's on homicide. And him and his wife.
Really quick, I think your face and voice are desynced.
Hello. Am I speaking right now?
Oh, it's crazy. Slightly just desynced.
Weird. It's only for you guys. All right, one sec.
Okay. If it's only for us, it's not a big deal.
No, you guys hate me, so I have to do it.
No. I don't want you to have to like be. What I was worried about was you were going to see it later.
Be right back.
Like, why didn't someone say something?
Yeah. No. Don't worry about it. Okay, one sec. I'll hang up.
Monkey butts.
Damn, Wesley, I can't believe you hit me with the monkey butts. Speaking of monkey butts, so this movie On the Run is it's a very good story because essentially, like I said, so Yuan Biao goes to dinner with his soon-to-be ex-wife. He tries to talk to her of like whether or not to repair his relationship with her. She plans to emigrate to America. So he's asking her if she'll be his sponsor once he like wants to move to America at some point because they both have a daughter. She's like maybe like I want to say like maybe 4 years old. So he's like, okay, we'll have this discussion later. He leaves the restaurant. She's still eating her food, and then all of a sudden, this mysterious woman walks in and shoots her point blank in the head. And then you're like, oh shit, okay. So then the movie kind of goes from there, where you're following Yuan Biao, try to figure out like why his ex-wife was murdered, whether or not this has some kind of connection to some drug ring, and like it's a pretty brutal movie, which I was surprised about. But I'm like, it's Hong Kong, so it's like, sure, why not? But the ending, I don't want to say it because this is a movie that I feel like you guys should really watch. But it is something that like I could not see happening at all. It's so crazy as to like how it ends, but it also does this thing where like most Hong Kong movies try to like wrap it up of like having like little like cue cards at the end, basically saying like this is what happened to them, like afterwards. Where like I read it and I was like, why did it do that? Why did it have to have these fucking cue cards? Yeah, On the Run. It's such a crazy fucking movie. I should really check out the other UMBL movie that also came out called Rosa, I think it's called. But yeah, On the Run is such a fucking wild movie. As for stuff that I'm currently watching, I had a watch party for One Piece live action season 2. All I have to say, they did a really good job with the fucking set designs and the costumes. They all look fantastic. This show is literally just, hey, let's get the hottest people on Earth to play these dumb One Piece characters.
Wow, so much hate.
It's not even hate. Like, they just got really hot people. Cause like
play these dumb characters, huh?
You're gonna tell me that Luffy is a smart guy?
He's not always smart.
Okay, so anyways. The actress that they got for Nico, for Robin. Oh my god, like they just got supermodels. Like that's I feel like they just got supermodels to play these characters. Because even then, like you have the actor that plays Zoro. That dude is so fucking handsome. Like I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. That man is incredibly attractive. Same thing with the actor that plays Sanji. The actress Emily Rudd that plays Nami. She's very, very pretty. Like they're all very attractive looking people. So I finished. We didn't finish it. The watch party I had. We are currently on the 4th episode, so we're kind of midway to the end of the season. But where we stopped off is Mr. 3 comes in. Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week show up in Little Garden. So so they're having that battle right now. And I will be anticipating more of it. But it's a good adaptation, like I said. It's not, it's not 1-to-1, but it does a good job for what it does. Because it's like they introduced Crocus and Laboon. And the only thing I was like, is that Crocus doesn't live inside of Laboon. So a little sad about that. But they do actually tease Brooke, which is really cool. And
already?
Yeah, dude, there's even a point where with the people that I was watching it with were like, that character is like so far in the future, and he shows up in Logetown. Does the name Bartholomew mean anything to you?
Yes.
Okay. He shows up in Logetown. Don't say anything whether or not how important he is, but like he's a character that apparently shows up way later, but for some reason in the show, he's there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Like I was talking with the people I was with, and I was like, why would they do that? And they're like, I have no idea. Because I don't know whether or not it was like a retcon by Oda. Like whether or not, Oda would say later on that like Bartholomew was there the whole time or something like that. But it's so weird because it's just like, okay, I'm very curious to see like who else they tease like later down the line. But it's like, I haven't even reached Chopper yet. And it's just like, oh, Brooke is here. like, oh, okay. But it's like, it's pre-skeleton Brooke. So it's like, okay, I guess, kind of giving Laboon's backstory. But it's just like, that's so weird. And then when, like I said, when I was watching the show, and then the people around me were like, is that Bartholomew? And then they say his name, and then I was like, oh shit, why is he here? And I'm like, am I being spoiled right now? Like, should I go home? Should I leave? Should I go finish reading? Yeah, it's such a weird thing that they're doing, that they're putting characters that like are way down the line into the story this early on. yeah, just genuinely like really curious as to like what they do else. I'm still waiting for Karoo to show up. I love that duck. I want that duck. So yeah, it's good. It's a good adaptation for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably hate it, honestly.
There are some bits where it's just like I can't really get into it. I think it's kind of this thing where this feels like a very well produced cosplay show. Like there are moments where like I kind of have that feeling, but I'm like, you know what? It's One Piece.
No.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, okay. There are these moments where it's just like I don't know, man. Like there are moments where I'm just like I can't really dig it as much. But to be fair, like I said, the actors are doing a very good job. Like I said, the set design and the costume design look really good. Like the guy who plays Mr. Five looks really fucking good. And then even for Mr. Three, they chose Polka Dot Man from Suicide Squad to play him, and I'm like, he looks pretty alright for the most part. But I'm just curious as to like for later on, because I know they already got Crocodile. I forget what is his name. Joe Manganiello, I think his name is.
Okay.
He's playing Crocodile. They were like the girl who plays Vivi is also there, so she's like Alabasta's being already spoken about. They already have Dragon, but I mean it kind of, you know, Dragon eventually has to show up because he's in Logetown.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, Dragon's already there. They so the thing that they actually say early on, that they talk about Roger's son. Because I know that was supposed to be something like towards like Impel Down, I believe, right? Where they talk about
something like that,
yeah, Ace's past. But in the live action show, there's already the moment between Garp and Roger where Roger asks Garp to take care of his son. So then I was like thinking about it. I'm like, are they gonna show that Ace was in his mom's belly for like 2 years or what? Like, are they just gonna do that? Are they gonna explain that? But anyways, Ace hasn't showed up yet, so I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna show Ace at some point. But yeah, it's just it's just attractive people to show, minus a couple weirdos. But the main cast, all very, very attractive people. Damn, I just feel like the character, the actor that plays Zoro just got buffer. like every time I look at him, like
he's gonna have to be, honestly.
Yeah, because yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense for his character. Yeah, Zoro just wants to get stronger. But damn, dude, they're all just so attractive. All right, that's what I'm currently.
Did they at least do the fucking the Zoro Mihawk fight before Sanji?
The one where Mihawk like slashes Zoro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They do that because obviously that's a big character point for Zoro. And that's why,
So
like, that's why even in the show, like, he's training to become stronger to take on Mihawk again. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think if they did like any more like specific changes like they did with the first season, where like, you know, like I was mentioning before, that Arlong shows up at Baratier. Currently nothing at the moment. The only thing is that I think I do find it a kind of a reasonable like criticism is that Miss Golden Week is not played by a child. It's basically an adult woman, which is kind of weird because Miss Golden Week is a child in the manga.
Yeah,
but
same with the anime too.
Yeah, so it's like, whatever, I guess. But yeah, like I said, I'm not that far because right now they're about to have the battle with Mr. 3. So yeah, and then the Unluckies are gonna show up. It's the bird and the otter, right? I'm not crazy. Those are the unluckies.
Nah, yeah, it's the bird and the otter. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I was genuinely thinking, like, who are the unluckies again? Is it an otter and something else? Yeah. But I'm curious as to like where they plan on taking the show. It'll be fucking nuts to do fucking Skypiea, but I mean, I don't think they fully finish Alabasta. I think right now they're about to like enter Alabasta, but I could be wrong, you know, because like we still got Drum Island to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes, and whether or not how live action Brooke and live action Frankie would work.
How who and Frankie?
Brooke and Frankie.
Okay.
Yeah, because Brooke is just a skeleton man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Frankie's a fucking weird Frankenstein monster of machines.
He's a cyborg.
He's a cyborg man that shoots from his nipples and from his butt.
Radical Frankie beam. Yeah.
Yep. Say, I know.
That's so good.
I know of the One Piece. But yeah, I can't wait to watch this little CGI Muppets sad backstory. I think I'm looking forward to that. It's just to fucking see fucking the crying Chopper. Just I wonder if I'm gonna have the same feelings as like the crying Rocket Raccoon from Guardians 3. Just bawling. Anything else that I'm currently watching? I'm still like doing a rewatch of the Orville, Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek series. I don't think I'm really watching like anything else in particular. Like I'm just trying to get through the movies that I have. But I started watching this Brazilian movie called City of God, which I was recommended like a bunch of times. I still have to like, yeah, I still have to get through it. It's a pretty good movie for what it is. I kind of like it. Oh yeah, Dune Prophecy. I didn't finish the first episode. I'm still watching that. Anything else? I'm probably going to start watching season 4 of Invincible. Because that just came out, and I kind of miss Invincible. Whoa, which by the way, I don't know if Howler's still there. Burn Notice is on Hulu. Do you remember Burn Notice?
I love Burn Notice.
Okay, it's on Hulu. I'm probably gonna start watching Burn Notice.
Have you ever seen it?
I saw it up until I think season 4.
You watched most of it. Okay.
Yeah, I watched a good amount, but I don't remember like that much from it. So yeah, probably watch Burn Notice, Invincible, and Fallout Season 2, which I still need to catch up on.
The same.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for movies and books and stuff. As for video games, so before I get to Resident Evil 9 and my feelings on it, what did I play? I played so the last time we spoke, Steam Next Fest was happening at the time. Obviously it's finished because we're already in March and they're already doing their Steam spring sale, which I should probably get some stuff now that I'm thinking about it, like that game that you recommended. Hypogea, I think it's called. So I tried out the demo for this like medieval game called 1348 Ex Voto. It looked interesting. It's kind of rough. From what I understand, the game came out and it's in a really rough state, which is kind of unfortunate because the combat's kind of okay for what it is, but I hear that it's short and the combat doesn't change from what it is. Like, it doesn't improve, and it's just like, it's kind of a rough game. So, I don't know. On stream I finished the Iki Island DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. What a good DLC. Like, genuinely, what a good DLC. Especially for a character that I didn't really care about. It does a really good job kind of like saying like what Jin, like what he's been through at a young age, and like his incredibly mixed feelings about his father, and even then the mixed feelings of how people view his father, which I found incredibly interesting. I really dug the Iki Islands DLC. But yeah, very very good. I think the last time when we did the podcast, I was trying to finish up the first Berserker Kazan. I finished it. I did it.
Nice.
I did it. I got through it. I beat the game. I'm trying to get 100% for it, but the thing is that I kind of have to do the game all over again without using spirits. So that's gonna go at a slower pace, but essentially I did beat the game at the highest difficulty that was available, because there is a difficulty above expert, which is even harder. The other neat bit is that you can turn into female Kazan, which I'm like, oh cool, female Kazan. But that's basically it. And other stuff that I played. Hey, now that we live in this AI fucking nightmare, I decided to play Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's
Kojima is just Nostradamus. He predicted all this shit. It's so crazy, like, because that game came out like 2004, 2005. No, it came out 2002, I think. Because the whole thing that happened with like the Twin Towers, because that's why the game got delayed, because there was a Twin Tower scene. But anyways, like the game is basically, hey, technology and computers are getting really smart. We have to be really careful about this. And yeah, but it's presented with Metal Gear, with ninjas and giant robots and shit. I love that series. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2. Still a fun ass time. You know, like I said, going back to finishing up things that I was playing at the time, and actually just finished, not just finished, but like got to actually finish it. I finished everything for the Outer Worlds. I finished the DLCs. The DLCs are very good. There's a couple things that are kind of like pretty all right for the most part, but the writing, I have to say, is, I think, like I said, is Obsidian's like best thing that they can do. And the Outer Worlds really like highlights that, where it's like we're living in a kind of a bleak capitalist future with space travel, and that capitalism has basically ruined space exploration. So the DLCs does a good job of like trying to, like, I guess, exemplify more of that like horrible bit of capitalism. But the last DLC that I finished was called The Murder on Eridanos, which was essentially this this actress gets murdered in a hotel on this planet that's owned by one of the corporations that is part of the Outer Worlds universe, and you are tasked to basically solve her murder. And then yeah, it's pretty good for the most part, because like it introduces this whole thing that like, oh, they're fucking around with parasites. Because the first, like, you start to explore a little bit more, and then you interact with a person that just has like this fucking like slug thing sticking out of their neck, and they're just smiling the whole time. And it's like, oh. And then you ask them, hey, there's a thing on your neck, and they're like, oh, I don't feel it. It's like, it's fine, you know, I feel good. It's like, all right, okay, we'll leave the parasite alone. But I'm very curious about like the Outer Worlds too, because I hear that like the game is not as good, but you know, like I said, the writing for Obsidian is really, really like top notch, especially like establishing like the crazy shit of the Outer Worlds itself. But I would still recommend the Outer Worlds. It's still a good RPG. I finally finished the Altars. Do you guys know anything about the Altars?
You like die and come
futurist
back?
like base building, right?
Yeah, so it's space survival crafting game. It's not like Returnal. basically, to give the rundown of the premise, essentially, you are a guy that has been stranded on a planet that you were mining. You had a whole crew, but the crew died when landing started to happen. And essentially, the company that you work for has this experimental thing that they're trying to futz around with by creating alters of people. Essentially, what our alters are, they are alternate versions of a person, but in the sense that they are essentially a what if scenario of like, what if I chose a different career path instead of the one that I'm on now, and it's like connected to a certain important part of my life. So the main character you're following is this just regular worker by the name of Jan, and Jan in his world is essentially just a regular guy. He even feels like there's nothing special about him. The reason why he went on this space exploration thing was because there was nothing really back for him on Earth. He was already divorced from his wife, and he essentially needed money, so that's why he's here. But because of him, kind of being the only one, and the company telling him that, hey, you need to get like this really important resource called rupidium, because the reason why we need rupidium is because over on Earth, the planet is kind of dying. So we need this material, essentially this mineral, to make it back to Earth so we can test it, because this mineral has rapid aging properties. So the rupidium can also create these alters because essentially it ages them fast. So the first time you create an alter is that you test it first. You test this quantum machine. They call it the womb. There's a quantum computer, and then there's this thing called the womb that creates the alters. So you have to test it out first, and you test it with cells of a sheep. So you create the sheep, and it's like, oh, okay, it works. So let's try it on Jan. So the first Jan I made was what was it? No, not worker. Oh god, driller? Yeah, he mines miner Jan, where he mines for minerals and resources and stuff like that. And you talk to this version of Jan. You even experience what he experienced to kind of go into his position of being a miner. And then, he's very angry. He's very different from your Jan, but he still possesses like, some of the memories of your Jan, but with some alterations. So the main difference between that Jan and your Jan is there's a big thing that happens in Jan's life where his mother passes away. And at the time, Jan was kind of away at the time because he was in college, and he didn't see his mom for the last time, and then she died. So with minor Jan, you hear his experience, and he's like, oh, I stuck around. I was there with mom until the end. Like, we got to know each other a lot more. Mom is an incredibly complicated person, and like basically giving you the rundown of like the shit that you missed out on, of like the what ifs and the possibilities. So, like I said, this particular Jan, minor Jan, also has a really bad experience with his father, because Jan's father was also abusive. So minor Jan was always protecting his mom and basically fighting his dad a lot. So it made him very hard and very tough with trusting people. The only person he trusts was his mom. To the degree that, like, I believe in his version of his world, he never met his wife. So he mostly stuck around with his mom. So you start going through the game, and the game gets to a point where like, hey, you're gonna have to make more alters because like you need essentially a full crew. Create a scientist, because you need somebody doing research to help with developments of your base and on how to get out of specific predicaments of wherever part of the planet that you're on. So
Mm.
the next altar you make is a scientist, and this Jan is very different because obviously he is the one that went to college, decided to be a scientist, and continue to do his research, but was ultimately blinded by his research and like basically became kind of like just isolated from other people. But he comes off as kind of an asshole because he's much smarter than your Jan and much smarter than minor Jan, and he's like he kind of tells it to your face. He's like, yeah, I know I'm incredibly smarter than you guys, and he's like, so this is also the really neat thing about the altars is that your main Jan has to tell the other Jans, okay, this is a position that we're in. We are on this planet. I need your help. Help me out. And you make the scientist Jan, and then you give him the rundown, and he's like, oh no. I already know what's going on. Like, I'm already that smart, bro. Like, everything you're explaining to me, oh, it's because of the quantum computer. It's because of the predicament that you're in. You need my smarts to help you out in this situation. And it's like, he's just an asshole. He's kind of a narcissist. But the other bit is that he also tries to think things ethically. And his morals start to get really wobbly. Because there are certain moments where you're talking with scientist Jan, and he's like, yeah, I mean, in the name of science, you know, I understand what the company's trying to do. You know, if you try to look at it at a moralist standpoint, you're going to have a harder time because, you know, you feel bad for things. And he's like, me being how I am, I just have to stop caring for people and for things that like will get in the way of my research. So it's like, yeah, he's, in some ways, some people can kind of view him as a psycho, which minor Jan views him as. He views him as a psycho, and minor Jan comes to you to be like, hey, this fucking asshole is trying to do experiments and shit, and I don't like it. I don't like what he's trying to do. So you either talk to him or I beat the shit out of him. So it's like you have these moments where the altars are interacting with one another, and then they come to you to kind of like dissolve the situation or like try to reduce the pressure that's happening. And then you start creating more altars. So then the biggest thing that I really like, because of it being the sci-fi like aspect of the moral understanding of cloning, and like even whether or not it is ethical to do it, and in the long run, what the fuck is going to happen with the altars? Because it's like, it's this weird thing that it's like, because you're living in your universe and they lived in their own universe is a possibility. We don't know whether or not it is a thing that exists, but to them, that's their reality. And we just pulled them out of that. And it's like, what do we do with them afterwards? So then you get hit with a fucking like fucking punch to your gut at the end of the second act. No, not the end of the second act. In the middle of the second act, where something gets thrown in, and you're like, oh, this is a bigger problem than we anticipated. So the altars, I don't want to ruin it, but the ending of the altars, there's a really like tense scene that happens that I was like, is this gonna turn out like the way it's gonna turn out, or is it gonna do something where, you know, that I can't predict like at all. I do recommend it if you're really looking for like a good sci-fi like story. I really recommend The Altars. But it is kind of lengthy, and you know, it is a survival crafting game, so it's gonna take up most of your time. But to be fair, you can like get through days pretty fast. It's just like the main mechanic is that like you're stuck in one act in one area, and essentially you have to move on before the sun shows up, because in that particular planet, the sun is very close to that planet, so it gets incredibly hot to the point of like you will start to melt. So you your base is essentially this giant wheel that you have to like keep getting, you know, forward. Yeah, The Altars. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like I said, if you're a big sci-fi nerd, I would recommend it. Other stuff that I played. I played or I finished Resident Evil 4 Original on the hard difficulty on professional. That was pretty fun. It is kind of tough, obviously, but I had a fun time with it. I also played. Oh, did one of the endings for Armored Core 6. This is one of the games that's kind of like Nier Automata, where it's like you have to keep doing New Game Plus in order to get different endings and stuff like that. So, but I got one of the endings for Armored Core 6. And damn, dude, fucking good ass mech game. It's just a Souls game, but with mechs, because there's a boss that is just millennia. I'm like, okay, all right,
Nice.
yeah. I was like, this is cool, but holy shit. And then it's funny because like I started looking online on like how to beat this boss, and like some dude is like, oh, here's my build. I just call it the Fly Swatter, and it's just like two giant bazookas, and like it's like, oh, it works really fucking well. So it's like, all right, this is a good build. Yeah, Armored Core is a really fun time. And the last thing that not the last thing, but like the other thing that I played was I finally did I platinumed Devil May Cry 1, and the last thing I had to do was beat the game on Dante Must Die mode. I genuinely think it is one of the hardest things that you can do with Devil May Cry. Is playing Dante Must Die, because it is the hardest difficulty. The changes is that enemies and bosses hit you like a fucking truck. So you need to get health upgrades. You need to essentially just upgrade Dante by getting his health all the way up, all the blue orbs, so he can do Devil Trigger a lot faster. Or excuse me, a lot longer. The only thing is that Devil Trigger does not heal you. It does boost your attack a little bit, but it does not heal you. So the last time I was playing Devil May Cry 1 on Dante Must Die was like a couple months back, and I stopped playing it because I got to a point where I was just like, oh, I think I might be fucked. There is a boss called Nello Angelo. You fight him 3 times. The first time, he's obviously, kind of there to show you that, like, okay, this is going to be like your main guy that you have to fight. Then he appears a second time. He's a little bit harder, and you're in a smaller, like, boss arena. And then you get to the third fight, and it's a smaller arena, and now he's doing even crazier shit, and he hits incredibly fucking hard. So I kind of got to a point where I was just like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And I was surprised that I was actually able to learn his patterns to a degree. Not to say that I got it perfect, but to the point where I didn't have to use as many yellow orbs, the revives, as often. Because when I was trying to go at like bare bones again with Nello Angelo to see like, okay, can I do this? I used up my yellow orbs a lot. Like I depleted all of them, and at the time I had like 40 or like 38, and it just got depleted because I kept trying to fight Nello Angelo again and again and again and again, but he kept like doing some shit where it's just like, how? Or even then, there's bits of the arena where it fucks you up if you land on like certain like railing. It just like puts Dante in like a jump state where he's like trying to slip down, and you can't do anything, and you could still get hit. So it's like there's goofy shit like that where it's like the game has a bit of a problem with its like arenas. But it's hilarious because like as soon as I finished Nello Angelo, I did the other bosses, and they weren't as bad. Like, and then Nello Angelo was just like this fucking like wrench that gets thrown in, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But then I was like, okay, it can't be that bad once you get to the end. And no, the final boss is kind of like awful. Because it's Mundus. It's the big bad that you get led up to. But the only thing with Mundus's thing is you have to do like this flying section where you're shooting Mundus's orbs, and it gets really fucking tedious. The thing that you have to stock up on is devil stars that basically fills up your devil trigger gauge. But I think in total you need like at least like 12 or 15 of them, so you can like take down that section and then get to the arena fight with Mundus. But like I said, Mundus's fight can be really goofy because he's summoning these orbs that shoot lasers, and they spin around when they shoot the laser, and one laser does like half your health. And it's like it's mind, well, like if you have your health like in 2 bars, it does like a quarter of your health. But anyways, like it does a chunk. It does a really good chunk. And it's like, damn, dude, like it's like, can we just get through this? And then like I said, I was able to get through it. But yeah, it's not an easy difficulty. That's all I can say. It's not an easy time. It's rough. It could be incredibly rough. But yeah, I'm done with Devil May Cry 1. I'm glad I was able to platinum it. Don't know whether or not I'll do Devil May Cry 2, but maybe Devil May Cry 3. So, with that, my game of the year is Resident Evil 9. Have you guys played Resident Evil 9?
No.
Are you guys interested in Resident Evil 9? That's my game of the year. Sorry,
It's
Crimson
not even
Desert.
a year up, though.
So my game of the year, I really enjoyed
The
my.
game of the year's not up, though. You can't have a game of the year yet.
So my game of the year,
It can't
Desert.
be your game of the year. It's not 2027 yet.
game of the year,
Your game
Resident
of
Evil
2025?
9.
Dude, Crimson Desert is such a good game. I agree.
Game of the year, Resident Evil 9.
I don't
Is
think this guy is right.
what are you talking about?
It can't be game of the year
Why?
because it's not 2027 yet.
Says why can't it be my game of the year?
Because you have to wait until the end of the year and then try other
Why do I have to
games.
wait?
Because you can't just have a game of the year without trying other games.
Says who?
Me, the
Everybody.
leader of game of the year.
No,
man.
fuck you. Anyways,
Says Jeff Kiwi.
just says Jeff Kiwi. Oh yeah, Dorito Pope is right. I can't.
Yep.
Dorito
See.
Pope. So Resident Evil 9 genuinely is a fascinating game. I really enjoyed my time with it. I really liked it. I got all the trophies. I went crazy with it. Not as crazy with like I did with Resident Evil 4, but I'm kind of done with it right now because of all the achievements that I got with it. I'll probably go back to try to do like non-infinite ammo run. But yeah, Insanity is a hard difficulty, but I do like what they do with the gameplay of it being Grace is horror survival and Leon is horror action, and it's a very good like roller coaster ride essentially. And yeah, man, I just really like what it does where it's like, hey, we're wrapping up everything with Raccoon City, especially with Leon. Leon's getting his conclusion essentially with this fucking place. And essentially it's pretty much member berries the game, but it's like I don't hate it because it's Resident Evil. But yeah, Resident Evil 9 is really fun, man. It's a really good time. So yeah, that's all I want to say because I don't know whether or not you guys are gonna play that game at some
Yeah,
point.
don't spoil that shit for me, dog. It's my game of
Not
the
at
year.
all.
Yeah, it's my game of the year. But if you guys are curious on like playing through Leon's whole thing, you just gotta play 2, 4. I wouldn't even say 6. Just look up a video of 6 and 9, because those are essentially it's mostly just Leon's campaign. Yeah, because it's like the more I think about it, it's just like it's really solid. I'm very excited to see what the DLC does. Because they made an announcement of like some DLC coming out, story related. So really keen on that. Don't know when my PS5 copy's showing up because I got the Steelbook edition. I only got an update nope. I only got an update from Amazon being like, hey, do you still want this? Like, it's gonna take a while. And I'm like, yup, you bet your ass I still want it. So waiting for that. But like I said, I already beat the game, so it's gonna be like a nice surprise just to be like, oh yeah, I got it again. So with Resident Evil, I started replaying Resident Evil 4 remake. I want to get Leon's cat ears, so I basically have to do an S plus run on professional, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm currently on chapter 11. I have, I think, 3 hours left before the timer basically says, nope, you don't get it. So, yep, trying to do that because I want cat ear Leon. But man, Resident Evil 4 is still the remake. I still think is genuinely a fucking awesome remake. Because as much as I love Resident Evil Original, there were some moments where it's just like, damn, dude, this fucking like this aiming shit. I forgot that you have to aim and you don't move. But still, the original is still fun for the most bit. Yeah. And as that's pretty much for stuff that I played. As for stuff that I'm currently playing, fucking what's it called? Fucking Street Fighter 6. Howler was there watching me play Street Fighter 6. This is the one thing I wanted to mention. So they released a character for Street Fighter 6 by the name of Alex. Alex is a returning character. He was from Street Fighter 3. I like Alex just how he looks aesthetically because he's big wrestler man from New York. And I'm like, he looks cool. And then I was looking online, and apparently for his Street Fighter 6 storyline, it's bad. It's really bad. So for Alex's backstory is that he is raised by his mentor, and then his mentor at the time already has a daughter who is like a couple years younger than Alex. So when Alex was adopted, his adoptive sister was like a baby, essentially. So they grew up together. So it's like, okay, that's nice. And then it's revealed that, his mentor is actually Alex's mom's cousin. So it's like, huh, okay. So wait, that would mean his adoptive sister is his second cousin. All right. The arcade ending for Alex is revealed that Alex married his adoptive sister and she is pregnant with his baby.
Nice.
He became the cuz nuzzler. And
You said it, not me.
I did say it. So everyone is freaking out online, obviously, because it's just like, what the fuck do you mean he's married his cousin, Capcom? Which Capcom actually released like kind of a statement being like, well, it is legal to marry your cousin in America, or like second cousin in America, like in most of the states. So it's like there's really nothing wrong. And it's like, yeah, but it's why? Why did you have to do that? Like, god damn. But Alex overall is pretty all right. He's kind of fun. A little wonky to play with, but not as technically advanced as Sea Viper. But yeah, he's still fun. And then, still playing Diablo 4. I just made a new character. Essentially, I just remade my old character again just to play a new game. So trying to get through Diablo 4. I know Tekken 8 apparently got its patch. And apparently it's not that good. So I hear people freaking out about Tekken 8. Resident Evil 8 Village. I know we were talking about this. I know you said that like the game doesn't look good. And I'm like, it's so weird because I was playing the game and I'm like, it looks good. But I went back to Resident Evil 8 because what was it? It was I wanted to get the lightsaber knife. So I got the lightsaber knife for Ethan for Resident Evil 8. But you have to do like you got to get like SS for the mercenaries mode in that game. So that was a little rough. but it wasn't that bad. It was okay. And I think that's basically it for stuff that I'm playing, and that's stuff that I've done. I don't think they really have anything else on PlayStation currently. No, I think that's basically it. That's it for Chonch. Oh yeah, so I gotta finish Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, so I gotta finish that.
Can I say my game of the year?
Sure.
Okay.
No, you can't say it. No, you can't say it. No, no, you can't say it. No, you can't say it. No, shut up. Wrong year. Wrong year.
Infernal Chains or something.
Infernal Chains.
Yeah.
Wrong year. Wrong year, bitch.
What do you mean wrong year?
Wrong year, bitch.
I'm confused.
No, I'm a contrarian. Wrong year, bitch.
Yeah, you are. It's true.
Yeah. Bitch. In a minute, bitch.
Hold on. I'd love to let you talk about Beyonce.
But Beyonce. Yeah. That is it for Challenge. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? No. I actually wanted to return to Returnal, but you know, I should. I'm near the end, but that game fucking kicks my shit in.
Yeah, me too. That's why I love it. Well, congratulations, podcast people. I love you all.
Congratulations. Okay, bye.
Well,
Goodbye.